Along. It's another weekend Warlords F&M. We're here streaming some standard Magic. I believe our first round is Sam Cook versus Joe Quilty. We're just updating the names at the moment for you. So this is our F&M. We've got 4 rounds to play. It's brand new standard, so the new Guilds of Ravnica standard. We're expecting some brews. We're expecting some guild decks. I know that we might be expecting some mono red aggro. We should wait and see what we've got for you. So I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
I'm Nick. Hello, nice to see you all. Yeah, we're just getting underway. Joe, I don't know that we've got these the right way around. We just need to update it as well. We don't know what decks everyone's on.
I know what Joe's on.
You're not. Okay.
Amusing as it is to see your faces, can we get the current pairings up of it?
Sure.
People don't know who they're playing.
Okay, cool. We're just going to switch back over to our pairings.
No, we're not.
Okay.
You need to switch the names around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it display 2 for the screen outside? Yeah, it is.
We're just organising some screens
go.
around. Awesome. Cool. So there we go. We've got them the right way around. So we know whose playmat is whose at least.
Yeah.
So you know what Joe's on. So
Joe is playing.
he's playing what? So he has been playing Godfarrow's Gift for the longest time, hasn't he?
He has. Unfortunately, a lot of that deck has rotated.
Yeah.
Particularly Godfarrow's Gift.
Godfarrow's Gift, the namesake of the deck, yes.
So he's playing
Yeah.
multiple copies, and when I say multiple copies, I mean more than 4.
More than 4? Can you
He's
play?
playing more than 4 rat colonies.
Okay.
He's playing 20-something rat colonies.
Oh, can you?
Which is the card that we saw him wave in front of the camera.
Right, okay, fair enough. What does Rat Colony do? Because I'm not really too up to date on the new cards. Is this from the new Guilds of Ravnica set? I've got the book here, just in case we want to look some cards up. Because we may not be able to see cards at a glance. So a 9 for Sam there. It looks like Sam might be going first. So let's have a look at Rat Colony.
I believe it's an M19 card.
Okay, I assume it says that you can have as many as you like.
Yeah, otherwise he would be cheating.
Okay, so it looks like he's got some in his hand. He's just waved it at the camera. We're just getting the. We're just pressing some buttons and getting it for you. Hello,
Nice
Phil.
Rat Colony.
There's Rat Colony. I've just seen Phil in chat somewhere. Hello, Phil. How's it going? It's all good. So we've got a Rat Colony. So it's 2 mana 2/1, which gets +1/+I for each other rat you control.
Shout me when you're ready to start the round, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Guys,
Okay.
start time.
Yeah. You're ready.
we're
To,
ready
good to go.
Right, you ready? Good to go, guys?
Cool. So we're just starting the timer. Let them know that they're ready to go. Excellent. So Rat Colony, you can have any number of rats. So what's the big payoff for having multiple Rat Colonies in your deck? Is there some other thing that combos with Rat Colony?
As far as I know, there isn't.
Right.
As far as I
Okay.
know, he's just playing.
Excellent. It's obviously
Thanks,
because he
Phil.
had enough copies of.
Yeah, he's just playing mono black aggro with this 2-drop that gets more and more power.
Yeah.
And
But they're only 1
a lot of
toughness.
removal. Yeah, they're still only 1 toughness.
Okay.
Very bad against Goblin Chain Weather.
Yes.
I don't know what we're going to see Sam on. I know he's been asking for cards on Facebook, but I don't remember what they were.
I might have a quick look to see.
We'll see pretty shortly, I think.
So I think Sam might have been
look like
looking
they're
at pirates. I think maybe.
That's Plains, so.
Okay,
unlikely.
so not pirates then. Planes, excellent.
Have
So
I
we
got a
might have a
swamp from
Boros
Joe?
deck. Sam has said he was opening some boxes earlier, so he's got a lot of Ravnica cards in his collection. Back to the chat. So
That is a Knight of.
oh, the Knight
Grace,
of the Knight
is it?
of the Knight of the anti-black card. So it's got hexproof from black. It doesn't have protection from black, but it does have first strike, which probably matches up quite well to those rats.
And it gets bigger when there's a black card.
Yeah,
play, I
+1/+O,
believe.
hexproof from black. It's Knight of Grace. There we go. Absolutely correct. So yes, it does look like Sam is on a Boros deck. And here we go. That's not Tajic. I know that for a start.
Yeah.
And it's not got haste because otherwise he would have attacked with it. To the
Get
book,
to the book, yeah,
to the book
get-
of armaments.
Get your Boros rares.
So Boros multicolored cards. It might not even be a rare.
It is a rare. It's
It
got,
is a
It's
rare.
got the hollow stamp.
Oh,
And it's got
right,
the
okay.
Boros set symbol.
Swiftblade Vindicator, maybe?
What does that do?
Double strike, vigilance, trample, 1/1.
Is Alex on the software?
Is Alex Peckler playing?
Alex, no, I don't believe
No,
so.
he's
It's
not.
not on the software.
I think he's got the buy then. Looks like.
Check that he's got the buy.
Well, he
Well,
hasn't.
you just he'd have to
Just
add
add it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not in.
He's not there.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
just add him in.
Yeah.
But he is listed though, yeah?
No.
No.
He is now.
He
He's
is.
just going to add it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in. I'll play it.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Just sorting out some last-minute players. So yeah, that is a Swiftblade Vindicator. It's a white and a red for a double strike, vigilance, and trample 1/1. So we're assuming he's going to probably equip it up. It looks like an Ajani's coming down here. So that's Ajani. I'm not entirely sure what Ajani it is. It looks like
That
it's
one,
the
right?
Adversary of Tyrants, which is from M19. There we go. So it plays quite well. It puts +1/+1 counters on all your creatures. So it's going to make that double striking, vigilance, trampling, knight, human soldier. Sorry, quite powerful. The Book of Armaments is coming in handy.
So Joe just passed. That's what he had. He had a murder.
He's got a murder to kill that.
That's going to help. So he obviously can't target the Knight of Grace with it, but
It's
the
very
double
nice
striker does.
murder as well. That's the F&M promo murder that we've had throughout the month of I want to say September, I believe.
I think you can pick, can't you?
Yeah, you could pick out of the three. It was maybe 3 months. You could pick one of those three. Four mana. Okay, so it's a Vraska's Contempt to kill the... Yeah, excellent. He's clearing up the board nicely here.
Yeah.
Gaining 2 life off that Vraska's Contempt.
I believe the life totals are correct.
Joe's in trouble already, yes. He's digging his way out of it, though. He's got a lot of spot removal in his deck, it seems.
Yeah.
Only 1 rat so far, though.
Yeah, and you can't deal with Knight of Grace with black spot removal.
No, like, you absolutely can't. So you just got to race it, I guess.
And it's another double striker.
It's
What did you
another
say that one was
Swiftblade Vindicator. That's the one, Swiftblade Vindicator. Just getting up on the images for you. So we've seen a lot of Swiftblade Vindicators. I think that was a Lightning Strike we've just seen played as well.
called? Yeah.
Probably went to the face, I think.
It looks like it did, yeah. Joe's down to 8. Swiftblade Vindicator's got a lot of keywords. But
It's
not
got
much
a,
power and
no.
toughness.
It's going to work quite well with that Ajani though, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Knightly Valor from Sam's deck.
Good point.
Knightly Valor, one of my favourite limited cards, works quite well with Denithia Compassion, I believe. If we see that actually is a Tajik. I recognise that one. So that's Tajik Legion's Edge, which is a back to the Book of Armaments, which is a 3 mana 3/2 with haste and mentor. Mentor is going to be working quite well with that. Yes, we do see that he's mentored up that creature as well. So yeah, prevent all non-combat damage that we dealt to other creatures you control. So quite good against those red decks.
Looks like Joe's trying to trade with Tajik while its ability can't be activated.
Solid decision there. Also, that creature should be untapped at the end of the.
Yes, it does have vigilance.
It has vigilance, doesn't it?
Oh, Joe is sacrificing his rat before damage to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
That card's from Ixalan, and I have no idea what it's called.
So it's. I think we've seen it in other sets before, haven't we? So Joe goes down to 1 life. He's digging for an answer.
Costly plunder. I think.
Maybe we'll see a Ritual of Soot.
Maybe that's just about the only thing that could get him out of this.
Ritual of Soot
is going to be a big card in Standard.
Yeah, I think so too.
I can't imagine Joe is playing any.
Unfortunately. No, it seems like it's pretty. It's pretty anti-synergistic with what he's got going on. So Ritual of Soot, we think, based on various people saying, "Oh, do you have 4 copies of Ritual of Soot I can borrow?" That we think this card is going to be pretty powerful. It certainly looks sort of
Powerful.
like Sort of like a damnation.
It's a weak damnation.
Is squint.
It's a reasonable languish.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But we also have languish. Admittedly, it's 6 mana.
Yeah, we have a 6 mana languish.
On the Golgari dual-faced card.
Do you remember what that one's called?
Now you're asking.
Is it Find Finality?
Yes, that sounds right. Finality.
Yeah, there we go. Cool. Unfortunately, I can't put these images sideways for you.
Oh, so don't break your neck as you look at it. For me, it's the other way around. Yes.
Basically, it makes
There we
one of your creatures bigger.
Yes.
And then gives everything -4/-4 until end of turn, but it costs you 6 mana.
I'm excited for this card. I really want to play this.
Yeah, you would.
It's my sort of card.
is your
So
kind of card.
mostly for the find side that gets 2
Yeah.
creatures back from the
It
graveyard.
finds a very good draw too late
Yeah,
in the game.
yeah, absolutely. When you're getting back Ravenous Chupacabras and some other giant monsters.
And in the games where you don't need a Wrath, you often need to draw
Yeah.
2 cards.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be draw 2 cards against control decks, and then it's going to be against the aggro decks. It's going to be make my large guy survive my languish effect.
Yeah, you need 3 toughness to start with, and
Yeah.
you can survive it.
So yeah, I'm excited to play this card. But then who would have thought that?
Yeah.
So how about you? How about you, Rob? What do you think you're most excited for in standard, card wise?
Oh, there's this brand new card, right?
Yep.
It's a Planeswalker,
Okay.
5 mana. It's called
Yep.
Teferi.
Yes.
And it's still the most powerful thing in the format.
So I was saying, oh, what should I play in standard? And I was thinking, okay, I was chatting with my friends recently, and I was saying, I think I probably want to start with some Teferis, some Search for Azcanters, and there must be a good deck there. And yeah, recently we've seen various webcomics and memes and other things saying, oh, I started with 4 Teferis, I guess that's the start of a Magic deck. Still absolutely mental.
Esper Control looks like
yeah.
my kind of deck. But,
Yeah. Counting cards here from Sam. It's all good.
I've also been known to play the sort of Is It tempo-y deck.
Yeah,
what's
absolutely.
What's the Jumpstart card? Is it instant? Deals 2 damage to your opponent and taps a creature. Sonic something.
Yeah. I think I know
See
the
if
one
I
you
can
mean.
find it. I'm quite excited to play with that. So I might put something together with this. Sonic Assault.
Yes.
And
Wee Dragonauts is there as well. It's been reprinted. You can dig out your Wee Dragonauts from way back when if you have some.
What were they? Dissension?
Dissension, yeah, I believe so.
Maybe Guildpact.
Yeah. There's various Kiln Fiends that are available in Is It.
There's the blue, red uncommon from the new set, which I drafted and is incredible.
That's the Ogre, isn't it? The 0/8 Ogre.
No, I was thinking of the Drake.
Oh,
Enters the battlefield, draws you a card, and its power is equal to the number.
So it's a 0/4 or something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
Star 4. And there's the one from the previous set as well, the 3 mana one.
Yeah. Yeah. Those both seem good. You've got
That's a playable hand from Joe. That
excellent.
looks good to
Looks
me.
like a playable hand from Sam as well. Yes. Yep. Looks all good to me. Sorting out some scores.
Yeah, except I got it the wrong way around.
Sam leads on. I believe that's the common land. It's not the Guild Gate. Yeah, it does indeed seem powerful and limited. Agree with you. Some glare on that card. Okay.
That's the uncommon that deals damage to a creature equal to its own power.
Ah, yes.
A good
Seems
answer to
excellent.
Rat Colony, but Joe's just going to play some more.
It does seem like there's a deck full of rat colonies right there.
Which 5/5 is that, Phil? Doom Whisperer, perhaps?
So the other cards that you've got is the Goblin Electromancer.
Yeah.
In your is it tempo deck
And Gutter Snipe.
Gutter Snipe. Those
who
two are
both
back.
play very well together.
Yeah, absolutely. I got destroyed by those two today in. Niv Mizzet, yeah.
Mizzet, yeah.
Yeah, he is powerful indeed. 6 mana, 5/5, can't be counted. Whenever you draw a card, deal 1 damage to something. More rats and more rats.
Yeah, 2 more rats. So
And for that first striker sitting there defensively,
I think Joe's been very unlucky to get drawn against the deck with presumably 4 copies of Knight of Grace
yes,
in his first round.
yeah, and large amounts of
there's
double
more
strike creatures as well. I think. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Lightning strike on a rat, and Another Boros man. So that is Boros Challenger.
Is that the one that gets double strike with a gate?
No, it's 2/3 Mentor. So it's a 2/3 Mentor for 2 mana. It says it gets +1/+1 till end of turn for 4 mana. That seems pretty good as well. There we go, Boros Challenger.
That is good.
Oh, it is quite good, it's quite aggressive. We've got another Tajik in hand, some other stuff.
Joe's really going to need to find an answer to this Knight of Grace, or he just can't ever attack.
Yeah.
What answers are there in black that he could be
If
playing?
I was going to bring a deck to beat the Rat Colony deck, I think that Sam's deck is a fairly good choice.
Yeah, I agree. And that's to
Ben
Tajik
Campbell
again,
won
is it?
2-0.
Awesome, we're just getting some results. So Ben won, Ben Capsule won 2-0. You make it
Oh,
bigger.
I need to do something here.
We're just playing with the software at the moment. It's all good.
I need to... And Ben Campbell wins 2-0.
Yep. So it'd be nice to see Joe play something to get him from behind. So what do you think about the kicker giant knight thing from Dominaria? The one that makes
Johannes Voss, is it?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's the artist. Hang on.
it is Lillian. It's Liliana Vess's brother.
Okay.
And I think I can't remember what his name of the card is now. But he does make a large amount of zombies. It probably would be quite good to play from behind here. So he's
Evening,
sacrificing creatures. Evening, George. How's it going?
I don't think he's playing that. I think the only
No.
creatures in his deck are
The
20 or
rats.
copies of Rat Colony.
Excellent.
Ooh, and that's a Shalai.
Shalai seems good as well. It's powerful cards here. Well, he can't activate the ability on Shalai, I don't think.
No, I'd be very surprised if there were green lands in his deck.
So the result we got was that.
I'll put it in.
Ah, he's already entered. Cool. Awesome.
Josu Vegas. Don't think that's right.
Josu Vegas, indeed. Josu Vess. That sounds right.
Yeah.
That would get him out of this situation, but again, it's a black card.
So as the game goes longer and longer, who do you think it favours? Because both players are still at 20 life.
The problem that Joe has is all his creatures are 1 toughness.
Yeah.
It matches up pretty poorly against the first striking defense that
Is that an Aurelia?
the angel that's attacking.
No, the one that's just been played.
Yes, I think that does look like an Aurelia to me. Yes, it is an Aurelia.
Got haste.
She's
Oh,
got
no, she
flying,
gives something
flying
haste.
mentor, and she gives something +2/+0. If it's red, it gains trample. If it's white, it gains vigilance. So no,
okay.
it doesn't give
So
haste.
It doesn't give haste.
There we go. There's Aurelia. Yeah, pretty good. A nice, powerful creature. Works quite well with the other mentor creatures you have. So you've got the 2/3 with mentor. You can give it +2/+0, and then attack, and then it mentors up your other creatures as well.
Yeah.
Quite nice,
What
quite good.
did Joe just play?
Joe just played a sweeper. I like it. He's got City's Blessing.
Yeah. Oh, he made his opponent sacrifice half of his creatures.
Oh, that's excellent. That is.
With Vona's Hunger.
I'm glad you're here, Rob, because I don't know enough of these cards. Excellent. Bonus Hunger. Ascend. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If you have the City's Blessing, each opponent sacrifices half their creatures rounded up.
Was
So
a
that got rid of
huge swing.
absolutely. It got rid of some of those first strikers. But then-
Precisely the thing Joe needed. So each of those rats are 5 power, and Sam's already down to 8.
But he's played some more double strikers, so those do indeed have first strike as well. Yeah, he's played some more Swiftblade Vindicators.
Does Joe have the City's Blessing? He does. So he can activate Arch of Araska if
Yeah.
he needs to draw extra cards. And I think he might well win this because Sam has to keep those creatures back. Or he dies to the backswing from Joe, now that he's so low.
There he goes. It looks like he's counting up his mana to activate it.
One card each.
That, or he's looking at some big, powerful, swingy card in his hand. A Liliana might be quite good on this board. Get some more rats back.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get to a critical mass of them, you can just swing past whatever your opponent's got as well.
Exactly. You take the losses and deal the damage. But I think Sam's on just too high a life total to make that worth it for Joe.
No.
I think he's going to come to the same conclusion and just activate his arch.
Do you remember the last time we had Ravnica and rats? the old Ravenous rats.
We did have Ravenous Rats.
Ravenous rats were, those were pretty powerful. Am I getting it right? Is that the right card?
Ravenous Rats.
The one which makes copies of itself.
Oh, you're thinking of Rats. Oh. The 2 mana one that you discard a thing for 3 mana.
The one that won games of Limited on its own.
Yeah.
And was played in as a 4-of in mono black mid range in standard.
Yeah.
But then we had those rats and
somebody in chat help us out.
Relentless Rats.
No.
No.
Relentless Rats is the 3 mana.
Oh
2/2.
yes, it is.
Yeah, it's +1/+1. And you're trying to think of the 2 mana 1/1 2/2. Pack Rat.
Pack rat. Yeah,
Boom.
absolutely. So that was the last time we had rats in Ravnica. So
Thanks, George. We got there.
thank you very much. Pack rat. Yep, this card absolutely mental.
That's another Vonus Hunger. In
Oh,
Joe's hand,
excellent.
this is going to go very badly for Sam, I think.
Yeah, it depends how many of his first strike creatures he sacrifices. He's got an Aurelia and a Shalai. He probably would think that he wants to keep those most two powerful cards.
Luke wins 2-0.
Luke wins 2-0. Okay,
McKee.
cool. Thank you.
Do you see what other card that is in Joe's hand? I can't quite make it out. It might be the sacrifice a rat or a creature to draw 2 cards.
Yeah. I want to say Vicious Hunger.
I thought it was something like.
No,
I don't think so.
no. So Bonus Hunger is an instant as well, which really could blow him out.
And I think that is the plan.
He's
here.
attacking with everything as well. Those things have vigilance.
Aurelia is mentored onto one of the vigilance, but I didn't see what Aurelia's trigger targeted. Oh, you might be right. I think Phil has spotted that no, each opponent, it doesn't target players, so he can cast it even with Shalai in play, which is key.
Okay, so it does.
That is the sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. I can't remember what it's called, but it's from Ixalan.
It's got a murder in hand as well.
So that's a cast down.
Okay.
I think it's you can't cast that because Shalai is in play.
So there's the Bonus Hunger.
Yeah.
So he's going to sacrifice half his creatures. So he's okay. I think he's mentored onto that. He's Aurelia'd onto that one at the end.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense why he's kept it in play.
So that's a loss of damage. Now he's going to block.
I think he already blocked and sacrificed.
Okay, yep.
He may have blocked the one with the counter on it.
Do those have trample? They do have trample as well.
If Joe's drawn enough rats here, he can just kill his opponent.
Yeah.
Opponent's on 8. No, he'd need too many. Because he can't cast down the Vindicator. Shalai is causing problems. Joe's down to 6.
And it may be all over here.
This is a good close game. The Boros strategy seems to be build up creatures, which is what the mentor mechanic obviously encourages you to do.
So that's 2 rats.
Joe's not dead on the backswing, so he can afford to swing 2 creatures here. They're all 6 power, so 1 gets through.
Can he not cast down the Boros guy?
Cast down targets a creature, and shall I
Oh.
give you and all other permanents you control hexproof?
Lovely.
It might be creatures. Shall I, is what I meant to say.
Yes. Okay, yep, so he
Just
can't
creatures.
cast down.
And cast down obviously only targets non-legendary creatures, so
Yep.
he has no legal targets for it apart from his own rat.
Which, if something has lifelink, isn't a bad shout sometimes.
Yeah,
But
removed it
unfortunately, it's got
before damage.
trample as well, so that doesn't really do the job.
Yeah, fortunately for him, Sam's creatures don't currently have lifelink, and I think he just drew another tap land,
Mm-hmm.
which he played. It's a close game.
So,
I think Joe needed to attack last turn.
I don't know. I don't think he's dead straight up here. So he's taking 5 damage here at the moment.
And it looks like Sam's empty-handed, so
So
he's
he's going to go to
just
1.
going to take it and then kill
Fingers
Sam.
crossed for a rat off the top.
I think he just kills him.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sam picks up
dead.
his cards.
We go to a game 3. I wouldn't have thought. Excellent. We've got a match. So, we were talking briefly about Teferi earlier.
Mm.
What else goes in the Teferi deck? So, the sweeper of choice in white.
Well, there's a sweeper in white that costs 5 mana and destroys all creatures or all enchantments.
Yeah.
Which most of the white-based control decks are playing.
Yep.
If you're playing Esper, you get access to Ritual of Soot.
Yes.
If you're playing Jeskai, you get access to the 3 damage to all creatures Boros.
Oh
spell.
yeah, I believe I've seen that recently.
Oh yeah, you have. In fact, you've got a
I opened the
copy
booster
right
earlier and
there.
I have it right here. So, yes, Deafening Clarion, that's the one. Hello, here we go. Deafening Clarion, which we can't see because of the green screen a little bit.
Does this work? Yeah, there
It
we
maybe
go.
do. Choose one or both. Deals 3 damage to each creature, and then creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn.
I didn't actually realise it was one or both. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, excellent. It's good. It's not a bad card. So yeah, if you've got creatures that are going to survive it, then you give them lifelink and swing through. Yeah, that card's pretty good. You get to play that in Jeskai. I think that your big 5 mana Wrath might be the one though to play.
Yeah.
If I was building if I was building a Teferi deck, I think I'd want to be staying in blue-white. I wouldn't want to really be messing around with mana base too much. Although the mana's pretty good in standard right now. We've got shock lands and we've got the buddy lands. Here we go, just getting up on screen. Cleansing Nova apparently is the card. Awesome, there we go. So just choose one, destroy all creatures or destroy all artifacts and enchantments. That's quite good.
Yeah.
It's quite excellent.
I mean, you're putting it in your deck so that you can destroy all creatures, but quite often I imagine you would cast it for the second mode.
To get all those cast outs out of play and all that sort of stuff.
Mm.
That's quite good.
If
If you had creatures in your deck, in your Jeskai deck, but then that will get your Teferis back if they lock them away. Too slow against red decks. Yeah, that is very true. Hellbringer. Sorry. The red decks are quite fast these days. They're a little bit faster than what they were.
Yeah. So maybe you want Ritual of Soot
Yeah.
for the red decks.
Maybe a bit of
only,
both. Maybe
and Cleansing Nova
yeah.
for the bigger green decks.
yeah. Maybe you want to be playing the Cleansing Nova. You want to be playing Jeskai and play a mix of the two.
Yeah, or Esper and play.
Yeah.
Because both of them give you a small Wrath, and this is your white big Wrath.
Yeah. So the mana base at the moment, you don't currently have the hallowed fountains, do you?
Yeah, if you're playing Esper, you only get Watery Grave, and if you're playing Jeskai, you only get Sacred Foundry.
Oh,
no,
you
get
get two
Steam
of them.
Vents as
Steam
well, don't
Vents
you?
as well.
Yeah.
Jeskai might be the one of choice then.
The mana will be better, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's Joe's worst nightmare on turn 2.
So, who do you think Hellbringer is?
Is that blue?
It might be George.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
it is George.
Okay,
Excellent.
cool.
Hello, George. We've discovered your name on Twitch. Which looks better than Cleansing Nova. Yep, that's fair enough.
Okay.
Ah, you only have 4. Oh, right, okay, no Cleansing Novas. I've got one for trade right here. If you so wish.
That's a treasure map.
Although I might want to play it myself.
Joe's playing treasure map. I love
Excellent. Treasure map, love that card. Some ongoing value that will then draw him some cards later in the game.
it. Yeah, I think that's exactly what the Rats deck wants to do.
Yeah, some way just to catch up. Once it's played all its rats out, you
It's
want
a
some way
very,
to come
it's
from
a very
behind.
Joe Cruelty card as well.
Exactly.
I'd be very surprised if Joe wins this game. Although he's cunningly not pumping the Knight of Grace. It's still a 2-2.
Maybe that's the strategy. Is you just want to wait until you can play multiple rats in at once.
Maybe.
That, or he's just seen all the lands. Okay, so that's
That
a
looks like
murder.
a murder,
I think.
yeah.
Which isn't bad. Kills Shalai. Although he has a murder in hand already. So maybe he doesn't need it, maybe he just needs some more lands.
We might want to close the door. I don't know if the players can hear us.
Maybe. Oh, excuse me.
We'll ask them after the match.
Well, that's
whether or
afterwards.
not it's
Also,
a
I
problem.
tried not to destroy the entire desk, but almost did anyway.
Looks like Sam's holding 2 burn spells, a shock and a lightning strike, so he's really
Yeah.
in great shape here unless Joe can pull something out. If he transforms Treasure Map, that gets him very close to the City's Blessing.
Yep.
So maybe a Vona's Hunger could bail him out. But it's going to be a struggle for him.
Yeah.
Sam is lacking the resources to reload. So if Joe does manage to deal with these creatures, he'll struggle to close the game out.
Absolutely. Okay, so a lightning strike.
That's an aggressive lightning strike. to the
It
face.
is, yeah. Maybe he thinks he's got nothing going on, he just wants to get there.
Maybe.
So I feel like it's got to be murder on Shalai here,
Yeah.
right?
It's a swing in for 7, but we know about the murder, so
Yeah.
should just be 4 damage Joe takes here.
He's debating what he's casting.
That's the one that costs 2 less if it targets a legend, is that right?
I'm not sure. Is it from Ravnica?
Yeah, it looks like he's surveilling.
Okay,
So it
yeah.
is that
so
one.
it is that one. So that would be. Let's have a look through some of these cards.
Price of Fame.
Price of Fame, excellent. I'm really bad at looking through these cards. Rob got there first. +2/+2 on the double striker, absolutely is.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, so that would have been a big hit. And Joe had no option but to murder the Shalai because Shalai defends all the other creatures.
Yeah. So I agree with you. Sam's been tapping his mana very interestingly. Like, to me, I would always want to save my dual land to be the last one I tapped.
Yeah.
So you've got very flexible mana available. Because if you've only got one white open, you can't cast your red spells. It's about what you want to bluff, what you want to represent, and about flexibility in playing your cards as you go through as well. So I think that's probably a rat. It's got a little bit of glare on it.
Yeah, it's definitely a rat colony.
Yeah. It's a creature, and we know that Joe's only playing rat colonies as creatures.
So
shock.
And that should be game.
Yeah.
Oh, not immediately, because this does shrink the knight down so it doesn't. It's not lethal. And so
Sacrificing
it
is
is now
draw 2.
lethal. Oh, but Joe's got treasures, so he can still cast spells.
Yes. So that's 4 damage. Got a murder in
That's an
hand, which-
expensive murder, but he's going to have to play it. Otherwise, he's dead. Target's the only lethal target.
Yeah.
And down to 2. Down to 1, sorry.
Very close here.
Mm.
So Joe has to play some sort of blocker.
And some way to gain life, ideally. Otherwise, he'll just die to the top of Sam's deck.
Although if he does make his opponent sacrifice half his creatures here, that might be quite good.
Yeah, I haven't seen Joe's hand in a while, but he's got a lot of cards.
Yeah.
That's 5 mana.
It looks like it's
Is
an
this making
enchantment.
2 zombies?
Yes, I think so.
And
Ah,
it's a
no,
lightning strike off the top
that's
of
all
the
she
game.
wrote. Excellent. Okay, so it's a win for Sam. 2-1. Yeah. So if I was yeah, absolutely. If I was Sam, I think I'd be very happy at my matchup there.
Yeah.
A deck full of effectively what are protection from black cards or protection from Joe Quilty cards there.
Yeah.
So 4 copies of Knight of Grace, that seems exceptionally good against the rat colonies, and that card probably probably the best card you want to have against rat colonies. So there we go. Week 1, well, week 2 almost is now standard.
Yeah.
Sort of first big standard tournament we've seen here, and I can probably say that rat colonies fun, but not all that.
I don't think it's a tier 1 strategy,
No.
but it was very enjoyable to watch. And that game was a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
gonna be.
absolutely. 2-1, and a game taken down by the rat colony there was good fun to see. I absolutely. Right, my side. Okay.
Just have
Cool.
it on in the background, Phil.
Yeah, just have it on. Like, by all means, keep us on in the background. You don't have to listen to us. I'm just going to go have a quick chat with them. I think we should take a break,
Yeah.
and then I think we'll be back for round 2. Awesome. So we're just finding something to put up in the meantime. Don't forget, we're here at Weekend Warlords in Loughborough. We're playing FNM at the moment, but they're here. They've got a website, so you can go on there and buy some Magic cards from them. They also run wargaming tournaments a lot as well. So X-Wing is the current hotness here, and they are internationally famous for having the X-Wing World Champion here as well.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to their Twitch stream, you'll see a lot of X-Wing tournaments streamed.
Yeah, if you subscribe to our YouTube, you'll also get notifications whenever we're streaming Magic as well. Cool, so we're just going to go to a break, and we should be back in around about 11 minutes for the next round of Standard. Thank you very much. Hello and welcome back for round 2. Just to confuse matters, we've swapped sides. So I'm Nick, and this is Rob.
Hello. Again.
We're back once again. So back for round 2, weekend Warlords F&M in Loughborough. So Hellbringer asks, Rob, what are you building for standard?
I actually don't know what I'm going to build. I think it will be something cheap and easy to begin with.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
And then a control deck,
Yeah,
which should
That's
surprise
cool.
nobody.
yes. So I remember a friend of ours when he was playing standard. I think it was this. It was last time we had Ravnica for standard. He played a blue-red tempo deck, didn't he? I think it had Delver of Secrets in at the time, and I can't remember what the equipment was, but it gave +X+O, where X was the number of instant sorceries in his graveyard.
Something blade.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
think.
you could play something similar to that sort of deck. Which is
It's a shame
lot of
Del
cheap
was not in the
counterspells.
format.
Delver's not in the format, but Counterspell is in the format. So is Lightning Bolt. When you have enough wizards.
If you squint, yeah.
If you have enough wizards.
The wizard deck might be good enough.
Yeah, the wizard deck might be good enough.
Is
Especially
Goblin
with
Electromancer a wizard?
Goblin Electromancer, yes, is a goblin wizard.
Awesome.
I think Gutter Snipe might even be a wizard if you're lucky. So yeah.
Gears are turning.
Yeah,
away.
I can see you thinking. So we've got Oliver and Justin here to play round 2 for us. We don't know what decks they're playing at all, so we're going to find out as we go. Have you heard anything about what? They're
No, I've not seen. I think Oliver is on a green deck of some
Okay,
kind.
cool,
But I have no intel on Justin.
awesome.
I think they're wrong yet again.
Do you want to quickly go check out who's playing which side?
That is correct now.
That is correct. Okay, excellent. Cool. So I'm thinking of building Golgari. If I can get the Gruesome Menageries, I think I'd quite like to play that.
Gruesome Menagerie.
So it's Cone of Reanimate. So it brings back a 1 cost, a 2 cost, and a 3 cost from your graveyard. For I think it's 4 mana. I think. And I'd quite like to do this in Golgari. 5 costs, sorry, here we go. Just going to bring it up on the screen. Excellent. So yeah, Gruesome Menagerie, here we go. Choose a creature card with converse amount. So Justin's taking a mulligan here. We'll follow what's going on stream and talk about Gruesome Menagerie between. So Gruesome Menagerie, you want to play Golgari value deck. It's all about trading your creatures off, putting them in the graveyard. Lana Royals from Oliver, pretty standard start from a green deck. You were right, he's playing something with green in it. Also something with green from Oliver as well, and more Llanowar Elf. So we're having a Llanowar Elf off right here. I have to hope that Oliver here is going to put a 3 cost into play.
Yeah, probably a 5/4. It is.
It is
Steel Leaf Champion.
Steel Leaf Champion. What a start! Powerful magic there.
Steel Leaf.
I believe yes, and it also might all be one word. No, 2 words. Cool. Okay, so Justin has played a looks like a Temple Garden or equivalent. Steel Leaf Champion is going to push into the red zone right there. Okay, cool. You've even got the promo one, the one he's playing up on there, so it can't be blocked with creatures by power 2 or less. So he couldn't have even blocked it with his Llanowar Elf if he'd wanted to.
No. Do you think he wanted to?
No. No.
It looks
More
like
Llanowar
Justin
Elves.
is playing 3 colours. Abzan. He's only
excellent.
played green spells, but he's got.
Yeah.
Is that an Overgrown Tomb and a Temple card?
It does look like a lot of Shocklands. The new Shockland artwork is lovely, by the way. Wow, already into play with the Gigantosaurus there. Or whatever it's
Wow.
called. Yeah, I believe it's Gigantosaurus, isn't it? Yes, it is
Certainly is.
Gigantosaurus. I was right. I got a card name right.
This thing's
I'm impressed.
enormous.
It is enormous, yes. So 5 mana for a 10/10.
Was that a turn 4 10/10?
That was a turn 4 10/10.
Meanwhile, Justin plays the perfect answer, Underrealm Lich.
Underrealm Lich. So what does Underrealm Lich say?
I believe it's indestructible if you pay 4 life.
Okay, yep. So liches historically are indestructible monsters. So the flavour of it is that it's indestructible if you don't, unless you destroy their phylactery.
Of
a
course,
bit
the
of,
M19 card for Lactry Lich
indeed, indeed.
embodies that.
Yeah.
Um,
So Underrealm Lich there. Looks like it's going to be. He's going to be paying 4 life instead of taking 10 damage.
it actually looks like
Oh
he
no!
might eat the. He should probably eat the Gilt Leaf.
Yeah.
Still Leaf Champion with it. Doesn't look like
Shall
he's
see.
going to.
All right, he's choosing
He's
his
thinking.
blockers. Yeah, he's having a think.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
This block makes sense to me. I mean, obviously, I'd take the 10, but I'm greedy like that.
Yes.
I don't know what else is in his hand. We can't actually see the life totals. I'm
Oh, and
just
he's
get that changed real quick.
Yeah, if you can. So Rob's just going to have a quick nip out and ask them to move the iPad down a bit so we can see what life totals each of them are on. Perfect, thank you very much. So looks like Justin's only on 9 life left. Or maybe that's 6. Is it 9 or 6?
That looks like a 6 to me.
It does. It's
The
quite
life
worrying.
totals are facing
Facing
the
each other, yes. So he's only got 1 more activation on that Lich. What's the saga he's got in play?
It looks like a Mending of Dominaria to me.
Okay.
Which
So that brings
starts-
stuff back from your graveyard, doesn't it?
Yeah, it starts putting cards into your graveyard and you can get some back. And then once it goes ultimate, you can get back all the lands.
Going ultimate. It's not really a planeswalker though, is it? If you squint, it's
They function a little like
very
planeswalkers.
similar to planeswalkers, but you can't attack them and take their loyalty down.
I believe this is actually how Planeswalkers were first templated
Oh,
in their
really?
original design.
Cool, cool. I do know that the sagas were designed by Richard Garfield. So yeah, that's excellent. That is. He's going to attack with that Lich because the Lich loses some value now on defense, and he's got a Llanowar Elf to block that Gigantosaur if he needs.
Yeah, if it doesn't die. Are there green spells that could kill it? A fight spell, perhaps.
Fight spell would be able to do it, but
We've still got all the dinosaur fight spells in the format.
I couldn't tell you what that Golgari card is.
I think it's the big Gravedigger. Oh no, it's only 2 mana.
He's just flipped 3 cards off the top of his library, some cards off the top of his library, so maybe it just mills you a bit.
And this has become a learning stream where we learn what the new cards
We learn
in
what the new
Standard are.
cards in Standard are.
I don't know what
exactly.
that one is either.
It's not an Assassin's Trophy, I know that much. That would be good right now. An Assassin's Trophy on that Gigantosaur.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. That would be nice. Oh, it's a Glowspore Shaman.
Glowspore Shaman, what does that do?
When it enters the battlefield, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Put a land card from your graveyard on top of your library. You may put a land card, so you don't have to. This card, quite a nice enabler in Golgari Reanimate. Here we see some blocks coming up, I
And
believe.
what's the other creature that he's got between the Lich and the Elves? It's another uncommon. That looks like an M13 uncommon, an M19 uncommon, so you'll struggle to find it on there.
I probably will. It's not an Izoni.
Poison Tip Archer it was.
Well, I think it's over. I think
Yeah.
Oliver might have won.
Well, I would think so looking at
Hope
that
so,
board.
yes.
Didn't see what was cast actually. Too busy trying to find out what Poison Tip Archer does. It is a reach death touch creature that makes your opponent lose life when their creatures
Oh,
die.
right, okay. So that's quite nice to block some monsters with.
Obviously, he didn't get to block that game.
No. So I quite like the what was it? The card we said, the one that where you revealed, flip the top 3 cards off your library.
Glowspore Shaman.
Glowspore Shaman. That was I really quite liked that card.
I look at this card and I really want it to be Satyr Wayfinder, and it's just not Satyr Wayfinder.
But it's a 3/1.
It is a 3/1. It's bigger.
It will
It trades with more
trade
stuff.
quite aggressively, which is actually kind of what you want Golgari to be doing at the moment, because you want to have lots of creatures in your graveyard. So the fact that it trades is probably quite relevant.
It's not irrelevant, but I'd still rather have the Wayfinder where the land goes directly to your hand and it mills an extra card.
I agree. The Satyr Wayfinder is a very powerful effect, and I wish we'd had that too. I would have played Satyr Wayfinder over this. I think it also is a little bit
easier to
easier on
cast,
your mana
yeah.
as well, only being one and a green.
Not that this is bad, it's just that the ability puts a land on top of your deck, and you're very often unhappy to draw lands.
What do you
So-
think of this card if you're playing the Field of Ruin?
So you can buy back the Field
So
of
you
Ruin
can-
that you've already used on them.
Yeah, so later in the game you can buy back the Field of Ruin with a Glowspore Shaman.
The control decks might not be playing that many basics,
Yeah.
because we've got
And you get to play
buddies-
Assassin's Trophy as well, to stress that out even more. especially if you're playing against, I don't know, Esper Control.
That might be a good plan.
It's just a thought.
At a certain point, it becomes free when they
Yeah.
run out of basics.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start getting to wasteland
yes.
them.
And then there's the other one. To the Book of Armaments. I think it's called Mulder Hulk, is it? Yeah, Mulder Hulk. This one I also quite like as well. Again, it's a value card, so it's a giant monster, but it's going to cost 1 less for each creature in your graveyard,
Okay.
and it brings more lands back as well.
Oh, and it goes straight to the battlefield.
And it goes straight to the battlefield as well.
That's a good one.
I like this
I
card.
like that one.
Yeah. It's like a 2-mana 6/6 later in the game. A 2-mana 6/6 is pretty good.
Yeah, especially if it gets back a relevant land. There aren't that many relevant lands in Standard, though. Apart
No,
from Field
there's
of Ruin.
not as many as there were. So not so many. We've lost all of the deserts, which is a real shame. We've got the Ascend land that draws cards.
Archer we saw that
Verazca.
last round.
Yeah. I think we've got Field of Ruin. I'm really missing manlands. I wish we had some nice
Yeah.
manlands in Standard right now, and unfortunately not.
What's your favourite creature land of all time?
My favourite creature land of all time. I think the best creature land of all time is probably the
I think
Blue
you're
white
gonna
one.
say- Oh,
Celestial
Colonnade.
Colonnade. Yeah, it's the best. It's,
It's
not
certainly
my
the most expensive.
it's not my favourite though.
Okay.
My favourite is Creeping Tar Pit,
Neither of those are what I thought you were going to say.
and my other one,
You were going to say Raging Ravine, right?
no, my other favourite one
Mutavault.
is the
Mishra's
one from
Factory.
Urza's Saga.
Treetop Village.
No, not Treetop Village. It's black.
Nantuko Monastery. No.
Sorry, it's not black. It taps for black mana. It
Skeleton
becomes
Pit.
it becomes a drudge skeleton basically. So it becomes a
think it's
1/1
Skeleton
with
Pit.
regenerate. No.
No.
It becomes a skeleton. It's from Urza's Saga. It becomes a 1/1 skeleton with regenerate for 1 and black. Spawning pool. Here we go.
Urza's
This
Legacy.
is Urza's Legacy. Sorry, not Urza's Saga. Urza's Block. This is my favourite manland. This is Mazavith.
Yeah. For lots of mana.
For lots of mana. Well,
But it does tap for mana.
for 2 mana. Because it taps itself to regenerate.
Sure, but it is still a land, so that's 3 mana.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I like it. It's
Yeah.
just not Maze of It.
No, it's not Mazavith. But when I started playing Magic, this is what I played with. Because I started playing Magic in Urza's Legacy, Urza's Saga. Because I'm an old man. You can tell by the grey hair. This card, we played multiplayer Magic, and this was like, yeah, you can tap me if you want, but I'll just block it with my spawning pool. Still though, died to Mastercore so badly. That Mastercore, that card absolutely wrecked me every time. Your favourite manland? You're about to say.
It's tough now because I think you were right with the blue ones. But I'll always have a soft spot for Mishra's Factory.
Mishra's Factory, yes, the original manland. That's not the artwork you want.
No.
View all prints. There we go.
Where's the winter one?
Oh, the
There
winter.
we go.
So they had different colour, different seasons of Mishra's Factories. And this is Rob's favourite one, which is Christmassy. This is very Christmassy. You've got the lights around the trees and all that sort of stuff. So tap to add 1 colourless mana to your mana pool, or give any assembly worker +1/+1 till end of turn. 1. Mishra's Factory becomes an assembly worker 2/2 artifact creature until end of turn. Assembly worker is considered a land as well. Just to remind you, of course, obviously all those reminders. So we've got going on stream. We've got a Llanowar Elf again.
Yeah.
So similar start to
Next
last
verse,
game.
same as the first.
Yeah, absolutely. So this Mishra's Factory. Okay, so
what's that?
that is a removal spell, certainly.
Oh, is it a dead weight?
It's a dead weight.
It's a dead weight.
Dead weight.
I
So
think that's a very
dead
good
weight.
card in this format.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. An aura that says enchanted creature gets -2/-2. So we see there Justin bolting the bird, as it were. And Mishra's Factory is templated quite strangely.
It certainly was back then.
Yeah. Oh, it's perfectly correct. we templated that way back then.
Yeah.
When Magic worked differently, and when Clone didn't work at all. Under the rules, Clone didn't really function. Everyone knew what it was supposed to do, but there was no real way for it to function for a while. So that is an elf thing.
Does it pump elves?
It might pump
Does it
elves.
dig up copies of itself?
We think he's just taken 2, so it's definitely pumping elves.
It is an elvish clan caller.
Elvish
it does
clan
pump
caller,
other
it
elves,
does pump other
and it does
elves.
search for other copies of itself.
Okay, cool. Elvish Clan Caller, there we go.
So this looks like an Abzan Elves deck then.
Another
versus...
Steel Leaf champion from Oliver Pass.
Yeah, and Oliver's just playing mono green, massive monsters.
Mono green stompy, very stompy.
Oh, that's a nice Sun Petal Grove.
Yes, I agree. That's a very nice Sun Petal Grove. It's the original.
Oh, another
Best
Poison
artwork.
Tip Archer.
Yeah, so Poison Tip Archer's got Death Touch. Unfortunately, it can't block the Steel Leaf champion though.
Ooh, too far. One of these is Steel Leaf champion.
Back. Back again. Back again.
Oh, hang on. No, too far. Oh well.
Oh well. So Steel Leaf champion, the 1/3, I believe. The Poison
I'm
Tip
looking for
Archer.
Poison Tip Archer,
It's
yeah.
right there. Cool. The Poison Tip Archer won't be able to put Steel Leaf champion. Actually, it will because it's been pumped up.
An
It's
elf,
an elf.
yeah. And
Excellent.
what's that he's played? It's a rare. It's from M19. I'm going to assume it's an elf. So it
Oh
should be
no,
in
I
this
think it
search.
might from Ixalan. It might be a giant dinosaur thing that plays things out of your land, out of your lands out of your graveyard. Or maybe it's the Ascend one. So there's another dinosaur there. Yep, straight away. You can block it. Don't forget my clan caller. Oh,
Yeah.
whoops. We forgot the clan caller. Yep, well, trade off there. Always worth asking your opponent, how big is that creature? Just before you attack. They have to tell you. Up a bit. I think I saw... So,
No, I don't
that
think
one, Golter. I think that's Golter under,
Yeah.
on the bottom. And then it's a Wayward Swordtooth, I believe.
I'm looking for this one.
That one's... Oh, that one there. Ah. I don't know what that is.
If anyone knows what the rightmost creature on Justin's
another
board
clan
is,
caller. I wonder if
please
it's an
tell us.
elf. Professional commentary from us.
Hey, I think we've done all right.
Yeah, I think we're doing fine.
People playing these nonsense cards that
Yep,
we've never
who knows
heard
what,
of.
exactly.
It's not a pelt collector, is it?
No.
Pelt collector, interestingly, is an elf, which I didn't know.
Pelt Collector is really quite powerful. It's whenever a creature comes into...
It's a beast whisperer.
It's a
isn't it?
Beast Whisperer. Okay, cool. Whenever you cast a creature card, draw a card. Oh, yes.
That's
We're playing
very
real
strong.
elves here. We're playing Glimpse of Nature in our elf deck. I can get
Very
behind
strong.
this.
I wonder if he's playing the artifact one as well that pumps or
Oh,
vanquishes
yeah.
banner.
Yeah.
I know that was in Joe's deck from last round as well.
With the
rats
with
deck.
the rats, yeah. What do you think the white is in the elves deck for?
I don't think we've seen any white cards
Do you
yet.
think there's some Celestia elves that you might
They
want to
have to
play?
be, right?
So Ledev Champion, for example, is an elf. Who's playing that?
Is that a dead weight on...
Yes,
Steel
it looks
Leaf
like a
Champion,
dead weight to
okay.
me.
So he's made the Steel Leaf Champion into a 3/2 and attacked through it.
I like that.
With his Beast Whisperer, which
Which
I'll
is
get
now
out for you.
It is a 2/3, but is now a 4/5 due to his 2 clan callers in play.
I think Justin's playing this quite well. And I
Yeah.
like his deck.
Yeah, an elf deck. It's always been nice to see some elf decks out there. Beast Whisperer, a good addition to the deck.
Oliver attacks for the first damage that he will get through this game. Or just trade off with the Llanowar Elf.
Oh, he's got a pump spell though. It looks like.
Some sort of response.
Titanic Growth, yeah.
+4/+4. Kills the elf. And that should not be untapped. I don't think. If Justin starts his turn, I'll...
Just having a quick quick whisper in his ear to make sure it's not tapped. There we go. Awesome. Do we know why he untapped it?
I think he just got his sequencing wrong.
Oh, right, okay, cool. No probs.
So Justin
Old school,
just-
overgrown tomb there as well, from Return to Ravnica.
That's not old school.
That's
That's middle school.
Okay, fair enough.
So Justin Watt just played a land and passed the turn. Do we know how many cards are in his hand?
No, I don't know how many cards are in his hand, but he might be wanting to use his clan callers to get more clan callers if he hasn't got much left.
6 mana.
6
to
mana, okay.
activate. Where did I put it? There it is.
Yeah, 6 mana to activate. So he's played a land. He's got his 6 mana now if he wants it. Counting up some damage there.
You might be counting the city's blessing because, of course, Wayward Swordtooth can't attack or block
Oh, yeah.
unless you've got the city's blessing.
Just doing some double checking.
And that's Justin's dead weight that's on the Stillleaf champion, so it doesn't count for
Yeah.
Oliver's city's blessing. So that's 7 permanents for Oliver, so he's a way off.
But the Wayward Swordtooth does let you play lands out of your graveyard, I believe.
No, it
Or
lets
an
you play
extra
2
land.
lands a turn.
Extra land a turn, okay.
But I think Oliver's run out. That is an Elvish Clancoral activation.
And it goes
So
onto the battlefield
Yeah,
as
puts
well.
it straight onto the battlefield. Very powerful in the late game in these elf decks.
Yep.
And the only blocker Oliver's got is that Llanowar Elves, so he's in trouble. With Justin at 17 life. Looks like we might have a game 3.
I do love a 3-game set. That's the way forward. So he's going to attack just with the Beast Whisperer. Play it safe in case.
Yeah. Can
Oliver
you do
can
the maths?
somehow-
How big is that? Never do maths on stream.
No, 5 power.
5, 6.
It's just a matter of counting. I've got 5 fingers on a hand.
I think Oliver just opted to take it. Yeah. down to
Even
2.
I can do this maths.
And Oliver's in a situation where if he ever has to chump block, he's
Yeah.
never going to get the city's blessing with his
Yeah.
Wayward Swordtooth.
But you know what? If we do miss lethal, do you know who won't miss lethal?
Chat.
Twitch chat. They won't miss lethal.
Chat doesn't miss anything.
Never miss lethal. I'm excited to see what elf we get next. What do you think? Oh, I want to see. I want to know what the white's in his deck for.
We haven't seen a Thorn Lieutenant yet.
Oh, right, yeah.
You have to imagine there are some of those in his deck.
So that's what does Thorn Lieutenant do?
It's a 2 mana 2/3.
Yeah.
It says whenever it becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, make a token.
Okay,
And you can also pump it for 6 mana.
seems pretty good.
That's the promo version, but
So Oliver's just put a couple of cards into his graveyard with the and it looks like a dinosaur.
yeah,
With-
like a Galta to me.
Yeah,
So 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 1, 9.
carry the 3.
Yeah. And how much is Galta to start with?
I don't know.
it's-
It's big.
I think it's
It
12.
is a big thing. I like that one. Here we go. Yeah, so it is a big for a large amount of mana.
Yeah.
Okay, so more clan callers.
Yeah.
Looks like we're up to all 4 of them. If we see a 5th one, then
What
we have a
land
word.
is that that Justin's played?
Is that the one that you choose a creature type from Ixalan?
Don't think so. Is it the one that makes opponent stuff lose hexproof?
Oh, that would be lovely. But that's a game. 1-1.
Let's get the score updated.
Oh, it's that one.
It was a Guildmage's Forum.
A Guildmage's Forum. So what does Guildmage's Forum do?
So it taps for colourless to begin with. You can also pay 1 and tap it like a
Oh yeah.
there's multiple lands that act like this, but this one does something special. If it's spent on a multicolour creature, it gets a counter.
I think I recognise that from Commander.
There's a similar card in Commander that I think
Yeah.
only does it for your commander.
Yeah.
Yeah. This actually seems good. I didn't realise this was in the set. Multicolour creature spell. But he wasn't playing that many.
No, but he was playing some. So maybe if you're playing, he was playing 3 colours though. But maybe it's
it
just
is a
not a
fixer,
multicolour
yeah.
land. It is a fixing land. So we've got lands up here on the right hand side on the thing. What would you like to bring back? What interesting things are there? Do you think you could bring back from the graveyard to play or back to your hand?
Unfortunately, you can't get any of the transforming enchantments
That would be lovely to get those back.
because they're not lands in the graveyard. But
So
the
you've got
memorials
the memorials. So
are a good
the
idea.
you're looking at the black and green memorials. So the black memorial just returns more creatures. So you're just going round and round and round in circles. 2-0 to John. John wins 2-0. Yes. Who'd have thought? So John, store manager here, store owner here.
Rick did go 6 turns without pulling a land.
Oh,
So-
that's harsh. Cool. Thanks, John. Well done. So Memorial to Folly gets more creatures back, lets you go around in a loop.
Yeah, because your creature gets your land and your land gets your creature.
I like it.
There's-
That's value
yeah,
right there.
it is value. And of course you love it.
Yep.
You could also get the blue memorial, which draws cards, or the white memorial, which makes tokens.
Soldiers, yeah.
But then you'd have to splash a third colour
Yeah.
because obviously the creature's green and black.
Yeah.
The green one, universally regarded as the worst of the memorial
Does it
cycle.
put cards into my graveyard though, Rob?
No, it puts one on the
no,
bottom.
damn it! If only it put cards into my graveyard. Alright, so you get more creature cards from my deck. Okay.
Yeah.
And the red one? If I want to
the-
splash red?
The red one is 5 mana and sacrifice it to destroy target land.
Okay,
Which
so
is not nothing.
it's
You
not
can destroy
nothing.
any land, it's not just non-basic.
true, but I
Um,
could be playing Field of Ruin.
Yes. Field of Ruin only destroys non-basics and it gives them basics. So I
Yeah.
suppose once you've run them out of basics in their deck,
to you, boys.
yeah.
Yeah.
1-2-1.
Cool, thank you very much.
Who was that? Okay, good.
Cool.
Was it Luke?
I don't know.
Okay. It was one of these two.
It was a Luke giving us our result, but we're not sure which Luke.
Yeah. We'll have to wait for the other results.
I'm really sorry, Luke. So yeah, Memorial to Unity could be a thing. We're just building ideas and decks on stream at the moment. And then everything else is just shock land. No cycling lands, they rotated out. Evolving Wilds, if you really wanted to fix your mana, it's kind of a fetch land, I guess. Detection Tower, is that?
Yeah, that's the one that makes you able to target hexproof creatures.
Okay.
Cabal Stronghold is an interesting one. If you can somehow put large numbers of cards into your graveyard, it effectively acts like a tutor for Cabal Strongholds, which is very good in a base black deck.
Yes.
Particularly since it's not legendary. So if you play one, you can activate it, get the other one back from the graveyard, activate that. And if you've got enough
That
swamps
would
in
be a
play,
lot of
that's quite
swaps,
mana.
yeah, that would be quite a lot of mana. It's an interesting one. Okay, cool.
Are we going to see a Llanowar Elf?
No, we're going to
No,
kill the
we're gonna
Llanowar Elf, so dead
Bolt the
weight.
bird.
Awesome.
Always bolt the bird.
Always bolt the birds, yeah, absolutely.
Especially on the draw.
Yeah. That's a big tempo play.
It means that Oliver can't just slam a Steel Leaf Champion on turn 2, and in fact he's going to have to pass the turn, so
Yeah.
that was very good. Has Justin got a 2-drop elf to really seize the tempo?
He's got a 1-drop elf. That helps. Oh, and he's got a land.
And he has got a land drop. Do you think he just drew that swamp? You'd have thought he'd have played it for the dead weight if he already had it. Do you think he kept a 1-land hand with the Llanowar Elf?
That would be very interesting. It depends how many land. If we see another Llanowar Elf now, that might be why.
Yeah. I think the iPad might need to be plugged in. we'll sort that out between rounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Oliver, living up to his name, just passed back on turn 2.
Oh, terrible. Absolutely. Oh. You're the worst, you know that?
Guilty.
Yes, yes, Rob, you're guilty.
Another Lanor Elf, so this is going very badly for Oliver now. He kept a 2-land hand, hoping the elf would survive, and it didn't.
And just in there, he's got the elf that draws him cards when he plays elves. He's running away with this game, I think.
I think so.
Three mana,
Yeah.
leaving a black or green open. Excellent. Play an elf, draw a card.
What on earth is that?
Ah, so that might be the one.
It looks like an uncommon from Ravnica. Mono green.
I think I might have drafted this earlier.
There it is. Middle of that page.
Middle of that page. So that's District Guide. When
My lord.
3 mana 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land or gate card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. So District Guide, there we go. It lets you search your library for some lands. Gate cards as well. A clan caller, draw some more cards.
Yeah, this is snowballing quite quickly, as elves is wont to do.
I do like a nice synergy deck. It's been a while since we've seen synergy decks in standard, I think. A lot of them are just a pile of burn spells or a pile of goblin chain whirlers.
But we have had Ixalan.
We have had
for a
Ixalan.
while.
We didn't really see any. We saw dinosaurs. We didn't really see dinosaurs. We didn't really see pirates.
Do you think we will start to see them now that we've lost all the powerful cards from Aether Revolt and Kaladesh? Do you think the Ixalan tribes are going to get their turn to shine?
I don't know that they'll be tier 1, but people might be a little bit more excited to play them. I think the
people
guilds.
building Merfolk.
Yeah, that's cool. Do love a good Merfolk deck. That's where I started out playing Legacy. So 5 mana here from Justin. 1 more land and he can play. He can start clan calling up. Clan calling for all clan callers.
Oliver's out of his mana problems, but all he's been able to do is make a calm, and that doesn't really impact the board at this point.
No, so it's 6 power at the moment. So a couple of attacks from Justin can take it down. Did draw him a card though.
I think he can do it with just 2 of his creatures.
Yeah, so a couple of creatures attacking.
Yeah.
So.
No.
No, that's going to be a lot of cards drawn.
Yeah.
Where are the Nettle Sentinels, Rob?
All he needs is
Where are the Nettle Sentinels? And
he needs a growing right to Vitlamok to do his Gaia's Cradle impression and just really go off.
Oh, absolutely. We'll have to ask him if he's got one in his deck. The Commander All-Star that is Vitlamok, Cradle of the Sun. It's slightly better than Gaia's Cradle because it taps for mana on its own as well.
Once it's transformed, yes.
Once
it's
it's
better than Gaia's Cradle.
Strictly better. You heard it here first. This card's unfortunately not the same price as Gaia's Cradle.
Or fortunately.
Fortunately, yes. So he's going to kill the Khan,
Yeah.
attack in for some damage.
I think that attack makes a lot of sense. You want to get the value engine off the table.
Yep.
I'd have been tempted just to go to the face though. Try and kill Oliver before he draws anything relevant. He's limited to 1 spell a turn. That's another Gigantosaur, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. 10/10 is a big roadblock, but it only blocks one thing.
Yeah. Does mean Justin can't just attack indiscriminately.
He has to at least keep the Clan Caller behind.
I think so, yeah.
The rest he has spares of or are pretty replaceable.
That looks like a Thorn Lieutenant.
It does, doesn't it? He's drawing 2 cards for playing that Thorn Lieutenant as well.
I spelled that horrendously.
Rob pushing the buttons today on the stream, getting the cards up for us. Thank you very much, Rob.
That's alright.
So Thorn Lieutenant, whenever it becomes target of a spell or ability, make an elf warrior. But it's your opponent controls. I don't think Oliver is probably in sort of the market to target too many of Justin's things.
No, Justin's got a lot of more pressing issues.
Yeah. I think
that's a Temple Garden untapped, which probably implies another elf, which implies 2 more cards.
if Oliver plays a swamp here and plays
another
Finality, the green-black sweeper, does it even kill enough elves? I think it might.
I believe so. I believe that does wipe them.
So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a find Finality.
That's not what I wanted to search in.
But he's not played a swamp. He's played a forest. Because I don't believe that Oliver's playing any black lands.
No.
So there we go. Find Finality. 2+1/+1 counters on
In
creature.
fact, is that what's just been discarded? It is.
It is, yes. So he does have a Find Finality.
Yeah, but Injustice instead.
Injustice.
Which of course does nothing against Gigantosaur, which there are now 2 copies of.
And it's still not good enough.
No. Nowhere near. 20 power of dinosaur, not good enough against elves.
If only it had trample.
If only it had trample.
If only it had trample.
Justin can either sit here playing as many elves as his heart desires, or he could make an attack. Looks like he's off, choosing to just keep
I
playing
think
elves.
he's just going wide.
Yeah.
Going, I don't mind. I'm just going to play my game over here. You keep going, and I'll see how many elves I can put into play. Pelt Collector, is that?
Yeah.
Just stack my lands here,
Yeah.
play another elf, draw some more cards. Oh, it's the Golgari Gravedigger, is it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
So he gets back a creature, a permanent. I'll get back something else, another elf, play another elf, draw some more cards. Are we having fun yet?
This day looks very fun.
It does.
I'm going to have to put this together.
Yes.
And it's playing Murder.
Oh, excellent. Find
That's-
Finality and
That's
Murder.
halved the dinosaurs in play. And the elves are going to come in, presumably, for
Yeah.
a big swing.
I don't know that it's tier 1. I think it's good fun.
It does look like
It looks like a lot of fun. Oh, he's going to make an attack?
Yeah. I think he was working out what was summoning sick and how big everything is.
It's like Storm, Rob.
Yeah. There's a lot of counting. One of those can't attack. That can. Yep. Yep. Happy with this.
Judge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's the Steel Leaf. Steel Leaf is an elf, isn't it?
It is, yes. Steel Leaf Champion is an elf.
So
as well.
that's huge, and the Lano elves can't even chump it.
Yeah.
Oliver's just dead here, right?
I'm pretty. It looks like he's very dead. If he's not dead this turn, he's dead next turn.
Yeah. And he's not going to be able to attack through all this.
That might only be 11. Who knows?
It does look like it might. I think it's 12. How big's... Oh, how big's...
It's game over.
Yeah,
Looks like we're scooping
exactly
up our
12,
cards.
I believe.
Okay, so back to the chat then. George was asking us, Rob, what are you building? So Rob, what are you building?
Elves.
Excellent.
I'm going to have to ask him what the white's for.
Yeah.
That was really impressive.
Yes, it was. I think that looked incredibly good fun. Just putting all the permanents into play, drawing all the cards. The fact you get a glimpse of nature, you get Lanor elves, you get Elvish,
I'm gonna play it
Clan
more.
Caller. All of this looks amazing.
Gaia's Cradle is big and clever.
Gaia's Cradle is big. You get to play Gaia's Cradle if you've got the Growing Lights of Islam. How many do you own, Rob?
2, I think.
2. Okay. That might actually be the
might
right
be
sort of
enough,
number,
yeah.
I think.
I'll
A
have
couple
to
of
check.
murders out the sideboard as well.
I might have traded the non-foil one away.
You get to play Duress as well. Duress is currently standard.
I wondered what the white was for.
Shalai.
Shalai out of the sideboard, that seems very smart. It protects you from Settle the Wreckage.
Yeah.
Which is another sweeper that we didn't talk about when discussing control decks.
That's very true. Settle the Wreckage. That card is quite powerful. That is, yes. good card versus Settle Wreckage.
And of course, this deck's going to have no trouble activating Shalai's second ability.
Yes. So one thing I will say that I've been quite impressed by, if you're playing some of the hybrid mana cards, so you play, say, a green-white hybrid mana.
2-1 to Michael Doyle.
2-1 to Michael Doyle. Cool, thank you. So if you're playing one of those green-white hybrid cards in your green-black deck, for example, it enables you to splash for your Convoke cards easier. So there's the Convoke card, the X spell, white, green, and X. Convoke, put X 1/1 lifelink soldiers into play. I can't remember the card name. It'll be in here. It's a mythic, and it's a fair amount of money, I believe.
March of the Multitudes.
March of the Multitudes, that's the one. So that's something you could do with large amounts of mana. You could put a large amount of 1/1 white soldier tokens into play. Unfortunately, they're not elves,
That is unfortunate.
but it's instant speed as well.
It is. So you're saying you can make white hybrid creatures
Yeah.
to help pay for the white part of the cost, even if you
there's
haven't got the white
no
land.
real good white hybrid creatures in standard right now.
Oh, that's a shame. No kitchen things.
No kitchen finks, no. But the white hybrid creature is a human soldier with vigilance
yeah.
for 2 mana.
The draft barely playable.
Justin
Yes.
wins 2-1.
Justin wins 2-1.
Is that the match we've just
I
watched?
think so, yes. Cool. Awesome. So we're going to take a break now. We'll be back in about 4 or 5 minutes with the next round. So round 3, we're probably going to show top table for the next 2 rounds, just to follow along with who's going to win F&M. Cool.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We might have swapped places again. No?
Who knows? Thank you very much.
Come back and find out in 5. Hello, and welcome back to round 3 of F&M Magic the Gathering at Weekend Warlords. You got me, Rob. Sorry, you got him, Rob, and you got me, Nick. We've swapped places again just to confuse matters even more. So if you watched round 1, where I'm still where I was, but if you watched round 2, then we've confused you again. I believe that we got Sam Points versus Luke McKean. And I believe that Sam is probably playing red.
Judging
if
from
I
his
know Sam.
playmat, I think
Judging
that's
from his playmat.
a good idea. Who's his opponent?
Luke McKean. There we go. And Luke, judging from his playmat, is playing white, but we can't guarantee that. But judging from his dice, he's playing red. It might be a Boros off.
No, I believe Sam is definitely on the mono red deck.
The mono red deck. How many copies of what was the new one? The enchantment.
The experiment.
The experiment. Yes. Experimental frenzy. That's the card. Thank you very much, Rob.
I know he's playing at least one.
Cool. So this is the new hotness. If we want to put it up on screen, I don't know whether we do. This is the new hotness in mono red, so you play it when you've run out of cards, and you just keep playing burn spells off the top of your deck. So I've been opening boosters again.
What did you get?
What did I get? I got an Izoni.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's green, so it's not going to show up on camera too well. But here you go. It makes a bunch of 1/1s when it comes into play, equal to your undergrowth. It's a Golgari card. So let's talk about Magic. So Sam has played turn 1 Raging Goblin. Attack for 1.
By any other name?
By any other name. Fanatical Firebrand, that's the one. It is a Raging Goblin that also sacrifices to ping something. Deal 1 damage to target creature or player. So it's like a cross between Raging Goblin and Mog Fanatic. I'm so old that I can't tell what cards do anymore without referencing the old cards.
Yeah. And Luke has played an unstable territory, unclaimed territory.
Unclaimed territory. I don't know what creature type it's on.
Card. Yeah.
Sam's played another Goblin.
Viashino Pyromancer.
Okay, not a Goblin, but Viashino Pyromancer.
I believe that one's a wizard, which might come up.
Okay, got you. So we're about to find out, and
more
it's
of
the
these.
first striker, Knight of Grace. I wonder whether he chose humans or knights for his.
I'm betting human.
Yeah.
But I don't know what knights are in the set that aren't humans that you might want it for. Maybe he's green-white. Maybe he's playing Knight of Autumn.
Steel Leaf Champion, I believe it's an elf knight.
Ah, yeah.
Although if he's played a plains. White something, maybe white red. It's a lot of knights in Boros. There's certainly a lot of soldiers in Boros.
Look
A lot
at
of
that.
humans as well.
He did play a Wizard's Lightning.
Right.
The
Cool.
fact that those pyromancers are turning it on is important. to
Black.
him.
So it probably is on knights.
Might be on Vampire. Probably not.
Oh look, it's a knight card.
Yeah. That one you can't cast with the coloured mana from unplaying.
2 seconds. I'm just going to close the door.
It's a bit quieter in here now.
Indeed.
History of Benalia, one of the solid cards from previous standard.
Yep.
Sam just gets rid of the knight with a Chain Whirler triggered ability and the Fanatical Firebrand. Chain Whirler, of course, still making its impact on standard felt.
How do you think that Chain Whirler matches up against the Elves deck we just saw?
I think you need an Elf Lord.
Is the Elf Lord itself as a 1/1 though? That's the other part of the problem.
You're not wrong. Most of the elves were 2 toughness though.
Yeah. It might impact it a little bit, but not too much. Makes another knight with the History of Benalia. I don't know what we're going to see.
I assume the plan is cast another knight or another history and get maximum value out of the trigger.
So that's the Knight Lord to give all your knights +1/+1. Benelish Marshal. There we go, and it looks like the game ended.
Looks like Sam probably won because Luke was on 6 life and Sam got an untapped step.
We need to stop looking for cards and start watching the game.
Yeah.
It can end quickly, especially mono red.
I imagine there was some burn spells, lightning
A
strikes,
flurry
and
of
shocks,
a
maybe.
flurry of burn spells absolutely probably ended the game.
Sam also did have a free attack in there with the chain whirler,
Yeah.
and 2 pyromancers, which he's not cared about losing. So
Gotcha. So this is the other really big deck that's in standard at the moment, is mono red aggro.
yeah,
We're right at the start of the format. People haven't really worked out the answers at the moment. This is always the case, that aggressive decks always tend to perform well at the start of formats.
yeah.
While the card pool's smaller, while there's less answers, while people haven't really spotted the answers just yet. What would you play in standard to counter this deck?
I really like the card Moment of Craving,
Yeah.
which people have been playing since even before the rotation. It gives a creature -2/-2, and you gain 2 life.
Okay, right.
Picks off a threat, gains you 2 life back. It's very good against the low to the ground aggressive decks.
Yep.
I like Settle Wreckage as always.
Yep.
It's a 4-mana sweeper. Ritual of Soot does a similar thing.
Cool.
Anything I've missed, perhaps, that you were thinking of?
So I'm thinking about the Salisbury creature that each player gains 4 life.
Oh,
I think it's 3 mana. Let's see if I can find it in the book. Ah, yeah, here we go. So there's Night of Autumn, which does multiple things. Centaur Peacemaker, yeah. So this is a 3/3. It blocks almost everything quite nicely out of the mono red deck, and also gains you a lot of life as well. This, in certain decks, might be exactly the thing you want to be playing. You can always go, if they don't bolt the elf, you can go Llanowar Elves into this on turn 2.
seems quite good.
Yeah, I think this card might be good enough. We saw similar cards to
Sadly-
this played historically, didn't we, in Ravnica?
Yeah, we saw Centaur Healer, which
Centaur
just
Healer.
gained you 3 life, but didn't affect your opponent's life total.
What size was Centaur Healer? Was it a 2/2?
I think it was 3/3 for 3.
Okay,
think it
right.
was
So
very
it's
similar
a
to this.
slight upgrade on this, in that it doesn't give your opponent 4 life, but giving the mono red deck some extra life, probably not the end of the world when you aren't dying. I mean, what turn was that? That was like turn 4 or something crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very fast. I
That
think
was
it was
that
5.
was rapid.
I think he made a chain whirler on 4
Okay, got you.
and killed them onto 5. Should update the scores.
You have to.
1-0 to Sam.
Sam's not on red white. He's just on mono red, isn't he?
Oh, you're right. I was confused by the playmat.
He's brought his Aurelia playmat from his old PTQ top 8 there. So what do you think of Wizards bringing PTQs back? So we've had a change, haven't we, recently?
Yeah, they made a huge announcement about the changes to qualification. PTQs are back, but they're happening at what are the conventions called now? They're
Magic Fests.
Magic Fest. Used to be GPs, and now they're called Magic Fest. Which
So
is,
are they having PTQs outside of that as well?
I'm actually not sure if they are.
Because they're not having PPTQs anymore, are they?
No,
So
they're
they
not.
might have big PTQs back again, 400 player marathons of tournaments.
I don't know if they are. I'd have to look at the announcement again. There's a very good summary written by one of the pro players that
Yeah.
breaks it all down and what it means. I recommend you find and check out.
Cool. I might have a look at that. I've been on holiday for a bit, so I've not really been keeping up to date too much. So Sam there, lightning striking a Knight of Grace, getting
Important
in
to
for
get that
one.
out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. The first strike is going to be killer. And there we have a card that I
Radiant
do
Destiny.
not recognise. Radiant Destiny. So that's the one that gives all your creatures +1/+1. So I
Correct.
spoke to Justin. The white splash was for that
Ah,
in his elves deck.
okay. That's smart. I think it's choose a creature type as well,
Yes.
and it only affects those creatures.
Watch the game, so actually we don't miss what's going on while we're searching for cards. So Radiant Destiny, this is the card that's just entered play. Choose a creature type, get +1/+1, and if you had the City's Blessing, they also get Vigilance as well.
Yeah.
Which works quite nicely with the elves, that you also get to attack and tap them for their abilities. So with Clan Caller, for example,
Good point.
you get to attack and you get to choose your Clan Callers.
Do you think Luke chose elves?
I think Luke probably chose Knights, looking at what he's doing.
I think so. Are these bodyguards knights, or are they to protect the knights? It looks like Sam took 3, so I assume they are knights.
Yeah, maybe so.
Or he's named human.
So Sam here, shocking one of them. Oh, they are knights.
And I suppose both players are just exchanging creatures and removal spells back and forth.
History of Benalia
That-
makes them 3/3 knights.
That breaks parity because that's 2 creatures for 1 card.
So
Life
5,
totals.
6, 7. So he's at 9 permanents. He's not quite at City's Blessing just yet.
I didn't realise he was that close. Yeah, 5 lands, 4 non-lands. So he'll get it on his draw step. when
Yep.
the
Unless
history
Sam
triggered.
kills anything. He may be jump starting here.
Oh, has he got a direct current in his graveyard?
I think he's just exiled something out of his graveyard and discarded a card. Direct current and a new card.
Oh, it was a risk factor, and Luke
Okay.
chooses to take the 4 damage rather than
Interesting.
give Sam 3 extra cards.
So risk factor is the new
The new browbeat.
new
yeah.
browbeat, yes. So Sam drawing some more cards. It's an instant as well. It's got that above
Browbeat,
over
yeah.
browbeat. I think jumpstart it might be good enough. Browbeat was always a little bit. I don't think it was quite good enough. I wanted it to be good.
Yeah, it feels very good because 5 damage and 3 cards are
Yeah.
very good.
It's an
effect
ancestral recall
for 3
or
mana.
5 cards.
These cards are known as
5
Punisher
damage.
cards
Yeah.
because your opponent makes the decision. So you always get the side that's worse for you. So even though both are good, they're not necessarily good in the same spots, and your opponent gets to choose that.
But when all of your cards say do 2 to 3 damage to your opponent, then 5 damage isn't too bad. Like it matches up quite well. Like when both sides in Sam's deck, both sides almost say the same thing.
Both sides are very similar, yeah, with risk factor. I think usually you should take the 4 damage if you can,
Yeah.
because giving them extra cards is more damage usually in the long run. And giving them more cards allows them to jumpstart it, and then you get the same choice again.
Yeah. Sam may be jump starting more cards.
Maybe Sam looks to be in some trouble here, even though Luke's only down to 5.
All his
Got a big
creatures have got
army.
vigilance. He's about to make his history of Benalia is about to come
Oh,
off.
and that's the game.
Yeah, so that's some burn spells off the top for Sam. What do we see there? Some Wizard's Lightnings.
Yeah, Wizard Lightning and a Shock, I think.
Oh, so close. We were really hoping for Luke to win that game because we don't want Sam to win another FNM.
No, we don't. Already has all the points.
Yeah, yeah. So, do we want to move someone onto our top table, onto our feature match?
I can see if anyone's between games.
Yeah, yeah. So if we do that, I'll
Keep
go.
the viewers entertained.
Okay, I'll go and you can stay if you want. No. Fair enough. We're going to swap places, just confuse you even more. And I'm going to open some more booster packs. So I bought a fat pack recently, and we're going to open some more booster packs to see what we get. So let's go. Yeah, so Sam is our regular end boss for FNM, and he often wins them, and he often plays mono red. It's quite linear. The game's quite quick.
I won my game to own it.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. Sorry,
No
what's your
problem,
name?
Sam Cook.
Sam. Okay, thanks, Sam.
Boris
2-0.
Aggro wins everything.
Boros Aggro, excellent. Cheers, Sam.
Even though he just beat Pegler's Boris Aggro.
Yeah. All right.
I
Okay.
don't understand this game.
Fair enough. Cheers, Sam.
No problem, gents. Thank you.
We're moving Joe Quilty and John Salisbury.
Okay, so it's Joe versus John. Excellent. I was just about to look up what I got. So I got Maximise Velocity as my first card. But having a quick look through, we've got a Narcomoeba as our rare, which is quite
alright.
excellent. Which isn't bad, I can't complain. This card, just wave it at the camera, playable in Legacy and Vintage, I
Yep,
believe.
I have played this card in Legacy.
But with a much different border.
Yeah.
So yes, so that card from Future Sight has now been printed in a set, which is exciting. It means that in my Golgari deck I can include some Narcomoebas, so when I mill them I can put them straight into play.
Smart.
Absolutely. So do you want to change around the
I'll change the names. Yeah.
change the names? Here you go.
I believe this match is 1-1 at the moment.
1-1. Okay. Ooh.
Not
So I know that John is on zombies.
Yeah, these players are both on mono black.
John
John
hasn't played standard or magic for that matter in a very long time, and he's playing against Joe, and Joe is playing the rat colony deck that we saw in round 1, which is good fun. Looks amazing fun.
Don't get that right.
They both have 1 win.
Sorry.
I'm not sure, we can always swap it around if needs be. So they're both playing mono black. John's playing zombies and Joe's playing rats.
Yeah.
So both playing tribal decks. It's good fun to see some tribal decks out there.
I took a look through John's deck earlier. It's got some Lilianas in, the one that rewards you for playing with a lot of zombies.
I think we need to swap them around. John's in the gold sleeves. Both scrying. John having sleeved his deck up recently, his cards are a bit slippy.
Yeah.
Always fun to have brand new sleeves.
Yeah, is this the first time he's ever played standard?
It's not the first time he's ever played standard. It's probably the first time he's ever played FNM though.
Okay.
So there we go.
Off to a good start though.
Yeah.
Diagraphical.
Should I tell a lie? I think you might have played FNM a few times before.
Okay.
But yeah.
Certainly not a common occurrence.
No, not that current. So there we go. More zombies.
Yeah. That one I believe is not actually a zombie until
Oh,
it
it's a
dies.
human and it makes a zombie when
I
it
think
dies.
so.
Yeah.
Still a very good card in the zombies deck. Oh look, Joe's drawn one of his rats.
So there's a bit of glare on the cards, but I believe that is a rat colony.
I believe so, yeah.
I believe so. The only creatures in Joe's deck, by the way, are rat colonies, so it's pretty easy to understand this. So some more zombie-making creatures there from John. The problem with the rat colonies is that they're X ones. They are 2/1s to start with. They get more power the more that there are in play. So he's going to kill that zombie. Take 1.
I think Joe's realised that his deck's quite good at winning a long game. He's included a lot of card advantage engines.
Okay, cool.
He's got the card that lets him sacrifice rats for cards. He's got the Archer Araska.
Oh yeah.
Tap to draw cards. He's got the treasure map.
Cool.
This is the sort of thing that Joe does
Yes.
when he builds aggressive decks. I don't know
What
that
sort of
card
zombie is that?
A 2/2 for 2?
Really?
That's my best guess.
Yep.
I don't know. Judging from the damage, it doesn't pump zombies.
No, I don't believe so. What do we think? Do we think he's going to deploy another rat colony?
I think chances are good.
Chances are good.
4 mana is where Joe's deck really starts to be able to do multiple things in a turn. Or it looks like he's either trying to block and sacrifice his rat for some effect, or he's trying to cast a Vraska's Contempt to exile one of the creatures with the dies trigger.
Cool.
That's a murder on the rat. We might see Joe respond, by sacrificing the rat to draw 2 cards.
I like it. Some advantage in response to the removal spell. Costly plunder. This card we found out.
Yeah.
Rob's obviously had a chat with Joe and understood some of the cards that were in the deck. So there's costly plunder.
What's Joe done now? Is this a 5 mana effect? Oh, Vanquisher's Banner.
Okay, so this is the thing that pumps all his rats.
Yeah, so he names a creature type that enters the battlefield. When he plays a rat, he draws a card, and all of his rats are +1/+1.
Okay, that's cool. It's a grave digger there from John. I think, no, it's not a grave digger.
That's a Graveyard Marshal, I
The
think.
graveyard marshal, okay. So an attack with a bunch of zombies, or zombie makers. So there's Graveyard Marshal, it makes more zombies.
Joe draws a card off the banner. He's really going to need something that kills all of those zombies and doesn't let them come back. Because if he just plays a Vona's Hunger here,
Yeah.
John just sacrifices his 2 dissenters and ends up with the same number of creatures, but they're all bigger.
And now we see an Undead Lord.
A Death Baron.
A Death Baron.
Yeah.
Gives zombies and skeletons +1/+1 and Death Touch, I believe.
Yeah.
I know this card because it's old. Like me. I'm not sure I like attacking with the Graveyard Marshal there. Actually, it is a 4/3 now, so it's not awful. Oh, and the murder goes in on the 4/3, and he'll take the damage off the rest of it. Because the 1/1s, you just don't want to kill them because it makes a 3/3 zombie token.
Yeah, now. I still don't know what that card is that's next to the Death Baron. Let's see if I can find out, based on what I know.
Doomed.
It's a tattered mummy. When it dies, each opponent loses 2 life.
I thought it looked like something out of Amonkhet.
It's a 1/2 zombie jackal.
It's a reprint from Amonkhet, isn't it?
It might well be. I certainly wouldn't be surprised because it's a jackal.
So the question as to what it was jackal.
Yeah.
Jackal? Is it a jackal? And the
It
answer is
certainly was a
yes.
jackal.
Yes, it is a jackal.
And there's another one.
And there's a jackal, another jackal, and then
And another Death
and
Baron.
another Death Baron.
So 3 pair for John.
Mhm.
And 3 of a kind for Joe.
So what wins in that situation? It's 3 of a kind, right? Because you can't have 3 pair. It's
yeah,
2 pair, really.
just John's got 6 cards.
So John here cheating at poker,
Yeah, but winning at Magic.
but winning at Magic.
And the 1/1s come in. I assume Joe just lets these hit him.
So he's only on 5 though, so he can't take too much of that damage.
John should also be attacking with the Jackal Mummy.
Yes.
The first one. Which I think he's thinking about.
Because if it dies, that's 2 more damage through.
Yeah. And
It's
it
just
kills a rat.
so much pressure for Joe here. Oh, he's going to attack with the Death Baron as well. Death Baron pumps itself.
It does not
Pumps
pump
each-
it. Yeah, they pump each other.
Pump
yeah.
each other.
It's very awkwardly worded because it pumps all skeletons and all other zombies. So
Oh,
if you
right,
somehow
okay.
make it a skeleton, it does pump itself.
Okay.
And
Do you know what I miss, Rob?
What?
Coat of arms. I miss coat of
That would
arms.
be absolutely insane.
It
in
would
this
be
board.
so good. Oh, and a kill spell as well. Oh no, it's the plunder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Draw some
So
cards.
Joe will be taking the 2 from the dissenters, and he doesn't kill the mummy,
So he doesn't take that damage.
and he does kill the Death Baron. So this was a pretty good combat for Joe, as long as he's drawn enough rats to
So he
keep
takes
his
2.
board presence up.
Yeah.
Because eventually he'll be able to block those dissenters and have enough rats left over to block the zombies
Yeah.
as well. Looks like John's passing the turn. And Joe could do with drawing fewer lands, I think, but he has drawn a lot of cards this game.
Less lands, Rob.
He has drawn a lot of cards this game off his Vanquished banner, and these rats are just drawing him into more rats. So I think he's doing okay. He's down to 3 life, which is perilous, but
So there was the sacrifice half your creatures rounded up.
yeah.
That card.
Bonus hunger.
Bonus hunger, thank you very much. That card might be excellent here.
Yeah, it would save him for the turn. It leaves behind a massive problem for him, but
It does. It does. It means he sacrifices 3. If he can block some of the creatures first and cast it after,
he can't do that because all the combat damage is dealt at the same time and he would
Yeah.
die. So if he cast it now, John sacks all 3 dissenters and gets 3/3/3 zombies. Presumably, if that is what Joe's got, the plan is to cast it during combat.
Yes.
So that he gets to block the remaining 3 creatures and take them all off the board. Then he just needs to find more rats or removal spells to deal with the zombie tokens, and then he's back in the game and he's ahead. And his recurring card advantage from this Vanquished banner can actually win him the game, even though the life total is 3 to 20.
Yes, it's quite difficult for Joe to win here, I think.
It is difficult, but I don't. He's not out of it.
No.
If he's got bonus hunger.
I mean, if he's got
it's the only
murder, I
card
think
that
he can
saves
do.
him.
He doesn't die here either. He just blocks a lot, takes a lot of damage.
It is bonus hunger.
It is bonus hunger. There we
he
go.
does have the city's blessing. So John's going to have to read this, presumably.
No, he just seems like he wants maximum value.
Maximum value.
Maximum value. Here we go. I know that he brought some tokens with him. He didn't bring a sideboard, but he did bring some tokens.
Get the priorities right.
Yeah.
It
looked like he was pre-sideboarded as well. He had duresses in his main deck and stuff like that.
Justin wins 2-0.
Justin wins 2-0. Oh, and we have a result. It looks like John's won.
Oh.
That's good though.
2-0 to Luke Whitehead.
Okay. John, have you got a result?
Sorry?
Have you got a result?
We're at 1-1 at the moment.
Oh, you're at 1-1.
Yeah.
Okay, that was game 2, was it?
Yeah.
Ah. To Rob Whitehead, yeah?
Yeah. Wait. Luke Whitehead. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Views there.
I had me confused as well.
Cool. I think we've got all
Awesome.
the results right.
Excellent. We'll double check just to make sure. So that was game 2.
Okay.
So they are now at 1-1. John seemed excited.
He did. He won a game.
Yeah.
He's actually won a match. He won the previous match as well.
Yes.
So he's won 1-1 in this tournament, and I think Joe is the same. So the
So
winner of this
all
moves
to
up
play
to a
for.
positive record.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the loser has to scrap to try and win out to break even.
Yeah. We shall see where we get to.
Who do you like in this matchup?
Zombies is my favourite tribe. I'm rooting for the zombie player. I'm rooting for John
Okay.
with his Zombies. Thank you for that pun. You are the worst,
You're
but
welcome.
thank you for the pun.
Um,
And there he is playing sideways man, digraph goal.
Yeah. I really want Joe to win. I think the deck's sweet.
The deck is ridiculous.
It's a bit of a meme.
Yeah,
but
indeed, indeed.
But it's cool. I think he's built it quite well as
Yeah.
well. He's thought about how he's going to win games against this kind of deck exactly.
I think he needs to be splashing white so that he can play more anthems in his deck.
Yeah, I can see that. It means that it solves the rat's 1 toughness problem.
It does, yes. I just think if he'd been playing, I don't know, 6 to 8 anthems in his deck, I think it just becomes a lot better. You want to be playing stuff that
We
pops
get to look at Joe's hand. Sorry to cut you
Oh,
off.
apologies. So we've got a plunder.
No third land, 2 rats,
Okay.
and I think John just takes a removal spell.
I think he took the plunder.
Oh,
So,
did he?
yeah, he took the plunder, so that stops Joe from drawing extra cards, which I think I like.
We'll see if that pays off.
Ah, he drew the land.
He did draw the land, and
I
he's
think he's just deploying more
He's
rats.
got a murder, yeah. That creature that John's got in play, that's starting to see modern play, isn't it? It's a 1-mana 1/1 that mills you for 3 when it enters the battlefield and when it dies.
Oh, okay, cool. I wish to
if
know
I
more
remember
for
correctly.
Golgari reasons. Is it from the new set?
I think so, yeah.
Barrier of Bones, is that the one? No,
No.
Skeleton Wall.
No.
So we are killing a rat from John's side.
Is it from that set, or is it from the previous set?
I can't see anything that matches the art.
Thought this would.
Some more rats from Joe there. Getting in for 3.
Stitcher's Supplier. It's from M19.
M19.
It's a zombie, and it does mill you for 3 when it dies or enters the battlefield.
Sounds good. I'll need to dig some of those out, I think, for Golgari.
Yeah, especially if you want to put extra lands into your graveyard and then get them back.
Yeah. John's thinking here. Furiously thinking about what he's going to do. Whether he's attacking or not. It seems like it's going to be very difficult to race the rats, because the rats just grow exponentially larger.
So do you think Stitcher's Supplier is staying back on defence to try and trade with a rat?
It might be a reasonable shout. Joe can't play an Anthem this turn, because we know his Anthems only cost 5.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we're getting in. It's just going to
Both get in.
race.
He either has a removal spell or a blocker
Yeah.
that he's
I would think
intending
so.
to play.
Looks like probably a removal spell at this rate.
Yeah.
He's not going to play it. So some more rats.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. Oh no,
Oh,
he's just
John
going to
just
take it.
takes it. That's a large hit. That's
Yeah.
10 damage from 2 rats.
Maybe he just didn't have anything. Maybe everything costs 4 mana.
Maybe.
Let's
How much
find
does
out.
the zombie Liliana cost? Is that 5?
4 or 5, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I know that he has some of those in his deck.
Mm.
So maybe that's what he's waiting
They do kill creatures, don't they?
on. Oh no, okay.
But instead that looks like a Ravenous Chupacabra?
It could be. It certainly. It looks like it's only cost 1 black though, rather than black.
Yeah, well, it certainly killed the creature
Yes.
and has power and toughness. So
It
let's
has
see if we
roughly
can
the
find
same
it.
effect as a Ravenous Chupacabra.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's a zombie.
Good shout. Ooh.
4 mana. Nope. Who knows then? Joe making another creature, and what surprise, surprise, it is a rat. He's also going to. Oh, is that the?
That's Tetsamok, isn't it?
It
Puts
does
prey
look like-
counters on things.
Yes, it's coming.
He is a way off casting it,
Yeah.
but
It's like Infernal Spawn of Ultimate Evil. See, I think it might be a skeleton archer.
when it enters the battlefield, deals 1 damage to any target. That's very good against rats.
It is. It's also a skeleton, so it works with Death Baron.
That's why he's playing that one
So
instead of
another
the
skeleton
Chupacabra.
archer, I believe, has come into play. Kills another rat.
Everyone's bringing the tools to deal with these rats.
I know. It's as if they knew that rats were going to be a problem. So not only he's actually playing other creatures then. If he's playing Tetsamok, he's playing a non-rat
Oh, you're
creature in
right.
his deck.
He's playing a dinosaur.
I do love Tetsamok. That
I'm
card's
very
excellent.
surprised if we see a card.
Yeah, yeah.
And if we do, it almost certainly wins the game for Joe.
Yes.
John's goal for the rest of this game is to kill Joe before he can cast Tetsamok.
Yeah. Yes, I think that probably is the plan.
It's,
It looks like it's happening, but
it,
the problem is that when Joe draws those extra lands, he's just going to be able to flood the board out with rats.
yeah. And if Joe manages to do 2 things this turn, like for instance play another rat and a dead weight,
Yeah.
he gets to take control of the board a bit more. But it doesn't look like he's got a 4th land.
Yeah. So,
He's
more
just
Tetsamok
praying.
activations. Put some more prey counters out there. Okay. Pass the turn back. He might have a 2 mana removal spell.
I expect he's got the draw spell and he's looking
Oh,
to
yeah.
try and dig to more lands. But he could have cast down.
Hmm.
We know that's in his deck. He could have the one that destroys legendary creatures, although none of John's current creatures are legendary. The Price of Fame that we saw earlier is what I meant.
Price of Fame, yes. I struggle with all these card names, I really do.
Mm.
This is the problem with having played Magic for this long.
There are quite a lot of cards.
There are lots of cards, a hell of a lot of cards. So murder, so he's going to respond with the plunder,
Yeah,
draw a couple of cards.
it's
I like
a good
it.
value play, but
Yeah.
Joe is very close to dead
Oh,
here.
and he's got land, excellent. And also it means that he can't stop. I can't block the 3/3s anymore because
Yeah.
that's only a 2/1 rat. Or he can't block them and trade.
Profitably, yeah. But I think he has to block or he's dead.
Yeah.
He has to block a 3/3 for no value. What's the creature between Stitcher's Supplier and the Skeleton Archer?
I think it's a drudge. I think it's the diagraph.
Oh, the one that he played on turn 1 and still
Yeah.
hasn't died.
Yeah.
I see. So we can trade with that, go down to 1. I mean, I would
He
not
really
love
does
to be
love
Joe.
living dangerously, doesn't he?
He does. He is dead to Skeleton Archer,
So many things.
Gravedigger on Skeleton Archer.
Yeah.
Any removal spell, assuming he tends to block.
He's got his land though.
He has got his land. He could spend his turn putting prey counters on all the creatures and then concede.
Yeah.
Um,
And he's just going to make 2 rats. Pass the turn.
2 rats is not enough rats,
No.
is it?
It is not enough rats.
You can block both Skeleton Archers.
Zombies
Die.
won another game. John's doing it. He's going to win all the prizes and put them back in the store. So diagraph call there. Gravedigger, yes, yes,
Yeah.
Rob, Gravedigger. Another standard legal zombie.
Yeah, I
It's
really
always
like
standard.
Gravedigger in this format. The green-black one is better if you can cast it.
Yeah,
but
so
Gravedigger is a zombie.
I was drafting on Magic Arena earlier and managed to cast that green black Gravedigger back and get the cast out card, the new convoke cast out.
Oh,
convoke.
yeah.
That was good fun because it gets back a permanent. So there we go. John wins.
John does win the match 2-1.
Excellent, good news. Not that I'm biased.
Okay, well that
Sorry,
concludes
Joe.
round
That
3.
does conclude round 3. We've seen 2 matches, mostly because Sam's game was so rapid.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. We might swap more places. We might not. Who knows? Just to confuse matters. We've swapped place during this match even. To really confuse
Between
them.
these two. Yeah.
Between these 2 games. So yeah, come back. See us in about 5 to 6 minutes when we'll have the final round of F&M for you here at Weekend Warlords. Thank you very much. Bye. Hello and welcome back. We are playing Standard FNM at Weekend Warlords. This is round 4. We are not showing you the top table. We just watched Sam Points play. He is now on top table against Justin Denham. That game probably is going to be quite quick because I think they're both on red something. I think they're both on... Justin's on Boros and Sam's on mono red aggro. So we didn't want to show you that game. We thought we'd show you a little bit more magic than that. So we're showing you Alex versus Luke. Alex, we believe, on white something mid-range.
Yeah, I think he's got life gain, angels. Oh, he's on Boros because he's playing Deafening Clarion to try and beat all the aggro deck.
Oh, cool, excellent. So that card does 3 to everything and gives your creatures lifelink as well. So cool. I've opened another booster while we're waiting, and Rob is going to play 20 questions with me. That's a lot of planes there from Alex, and it looks like he's going to take a mulligan. Yes, he's going to mulligan.
This is the card that I think Alex is splashing for in his otherwise white.
Okay,
deck.
cool.
But we shall find out. I actually don't know what Luke is on, so let's reset that.
Awesome. I'm sure we should find out soon. So, Rob, I have a rare here in my hand.
Okay.
I won't show the camera because you'll be able to see it on our screen here. So, a plane's there from Alex. Any questions you'd like to fire at me throughout the game, let me know.
Okay.
Meandering Stream, I believe it is, from
Yeah.
Luke. So he's playing
that's
blue-white.
effectively an Azorius Guildgate, which we don't obviously have yet.
Okay. And then we've got the red, so yes, you're right.
Yeah. Was that? Oh, that's the Buddyland.
Yeah.
Red-white Buddyland. Clifftop Retreat. So I'm going to put Luke as on Azorius until proven otherwise.
And there, Alex lightning strikes Luke aggressively.
That is an aggressive lightning strike to the face. What do you think that's about?
I think that he reckons he may already know that Luke is on. If you've seen blue-white cards, he probably thinks Luke is on some sort of control deck. Thinks his lightning strikes aren't going to be that useful against his creatures. So it does look like a Settler Wreckage there in Luke's hand. Some more lands. So yes, I think we are going to see... Okay,
That's an Aurelia getting syncopated. That should be exiled.
exiled. I don't know if it matters too much.
No, I don't think it's going to matter.
Alex's deck.
Glacial Fortress. Luke's doing it right. He's
Look
playing
at
the
that!
blue
Look
and
at
the
that
white
glacial
cards.
fortress as well. How lovely does that glacial fortress look?
It's a fortress in a glacier. What more could you want?
Oh yes, exactly like my favourite artwork on that card. So,
I love it.
History of Benalia. Any
Yeah.
guesses about this rare? It is a rare and not a mythic.
Is it from Guilds of Ravnica?
Yeah, well, I opened the Guilds of Ravnica booster, so I'd hope so.
Okay.
So 1 wasted.
And you've told me it's a rare, not a mythic.
Yeah.
Does it tap for mana?
No. Although that's an interesting question. 2.
So Alex has tapped 4 for Shalai. That's also going to get countered. That's a Essence Scatter.
So I think probably that lightning strike in the game, earlier in the game, probably the right call. I don't know that it's going to have all that many targets.
Maybe, although there's no drawback to holding it unless you think it's going to get countered. Maybe he wants to use it to pressure a Teferi later down the line.
Is that the jumpstart? To draw
That
2
is
cards.
the Jumpstart. Chemist is
Like
Insight.
that card.
Jumpstart, draw 2.
Yeah.
It's effectively a replacement for Hieroglyphic Illumination, which obviously we lost with rotation.
Hieroglyphic Illumination was good.
Hieroglyphic Illumination was good. This might even be better.
Yeah. And a Search for Escanter.
Yeah, which you all know what that does, so I'm not going to search for it. You might not know.
I see what you did there, Rob. You're the worst.
You might not know what Alex has played, but that's an Adanto Vanguard.
Okay.
Limited All-Star.
That's the pay for life indestructible.
Exactly. Do you know why he's playing this?
To beat the control decks.
Because it's a combo with Deafening Clarion. You pay for
Okay.
life, make it indestructible, give it life link, and get the life straight back again.
Got you. Well, you lose 1.
Sure. But you also make an angel if you've got a Resplendent Archangel in
Oh,
play.
yeah. Nice.
Although, is that only a 3/3?
It is.
He's not really thought about this, has he?
Maybe he intends to make it bigger somehow. Resplendent, I believe.
Thanks.
No worries. It's alright. So he's going to kill the Resplendent Angel with something? He's
That's
enchanted
an
it.
Ixalan's binding, is it not?
It's got a water stamp on it.
It binds it so he can't ever cast another copy.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Sorry, gentlemen.
it's quite all right. We're being barged in on by the staff. You're right, Ash.
Shaking all back.
Cheers, Ash.
Jump starting the insight.
Yeah.
You have to imagine he's digging for Teferi here.
Well, that is the reason to be playing blue-white, isn't it? So is he going to flip? It's 5 cards at the moment.
Yeah, of course he exiled one
Yeah.
to jump start.
Any other guesses on my rare? Oh wow, yes. Okay.
Okay, that's a removal spell and a Settler Wreckage. So not the most useful hand here
No.
against Luke's control deck, which has not played any creatures yet. This looks like
Is
Hero
it
of
Teferi?
Dominaria, yeah.
The hero we don't
I'm stuck
deserve-
with.
are stuck with.
Rotates
Yeah.
out. Probably the most powerful card in the format.
Possibly the most powerful card in modern.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Although
Possibly the most
Jace the
powerful
Mind Sculptor is
planeswalker.
legal.
No, but Teferi's so much. It's better in modern. Okay, Jace is more powerful, but Teferi fits better in modern. The fact that you're able to play it, untap 2 lands and protect it.
Maybe.
Like in Legacy, you've got Force of Will to protect your Jace the Mind Sculptor, whereas you don't have that in modern.
It's true.
So cast
true.
out there. Oh, not cast out. The other
Seal
one.
Away.
Seal away.
And is that a Remorseful Cleric that Alex played on the left?
Yeah, it does look
Believe
like
it
one.
is. 2-1 flyer.
Yeah,
removes
it's
all
got the stamp
graveyards.
as well, so it's foil. Alex's cards all foil again, so he's going to exile the graveyard. Sam was telling me there were no exile all graveyards cards in standard right now, and I don't believe him. Would you like to take any more guesses?
Is it gold?
Nope. It is monocolour. It is from Guilds of Ravnica, and it does not tap to add mana to your mana pool. Well, that's flicking cards around, Judge. No harm done there. Didn't see any extra cards.
Is it blue?
Nope.
Red?
Yes. So it is red, mono-coloured.
Is it an enchantment?
Nope.
Does it get +1/+1 counters?
Yes, it does.
Is it Steamkin? Hang on, something Steamkin.
Yes, it is something Steamkin.
This is my guess.
Yes, that is the card. Congratulations, Rob. It says, so it does not tap to add mana to your mana pool, but it does add mana to your mana pool. So Runaway Steamkin is the card I got. I don't know that that's all that good.
I've traded one away today for
cool.
some mediocre amount of money. It's a,
Congratulations.
It goes into the mono red decks. They're
Okay.
playing it because it's a 2-mana 4/4, effectively because they're trying to play so many spells.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
The ritual ability is also relevant sometimes. Sometimes you need to cast as big a Banefire as possible. Sometimes
Yes.
you want to kick your Fight with Fire.
Cool.
And sometimes you just want a double spell.
So-
in turn.
This game that we're watching here, how over do you think it feels?
I would be surprised if Alex won this game. I think he's got maybe a 2.5% chance
Okay.
against an active Teferi, a nearly active Search for Azcanta.
No, it's not, because he
Zero.
exiled his graveyard. He's only got 3 there.
Sure, that's near enough.
Close enough.
Alex has got no creatures on the board. As far as I can tell, 1 or 2 cards in hand.
That's a Knight of Grace. Or whatever the current thing of Grace is.
Yeah, I believe it's Knight of Grace.
Another booster.
Well, that one got green screened badly.
It did. So it's got a lovely
Imara,
Imara,
Tendrils?
I believe, on the front. And yes, it has been green screened quite badly. So some more 20 questions.
What is that spell that Luke's just played?
It's got a hollow at the bottom, so it is rare.
It milled 2. Oh, mission briefing.
Oh, mission briefing.
It's the
yes,
new Snapcaster
it is the
Mage.
new Snapcaster Mage, and he's going to cast a Essence Scatter to counter another creature. I was wondering if we're going to see one of these. So this, I opened one of these for the store, doing my box opening for them, and I really like this card.
People have compared it to Snapcaster Mage and to Torrential Gearhawk, and just isn't.
No, it isn't. What it is though is it's a filter graveyard.
Yeah.
It lets you flash something back. Admittedly, it's not an ambush viper. It doesn't provide any sort of clock, but it's what we've got in standard right now, and it might be good enough. It certainly seems good enough at the moment for Luke.
Yeah, sure. I would consider playing one of these.
An X spell, it looks like.
Yeah, that's Syncopate. He's
X
just
is
got
rather a lot.
all the answers and a Teferi in play, so I imagine this game is over very shortly.
Right, another rare for you to guess, Rob.
Does it tap for mana?
New.
Is it multicoloured?
Yes.
Do you need green mana to cast it?
Yes.
Is it a mythic?
No.
Is it Find Finality?
It is not. And we've also seen the search for Azcan to flip over to Azcan to the Sunken Ruin.
Well, now it's even more over than it was before, and it was pretty over before.
I think
That's
it's just
an
ultimate is
isn't it?
Teferi,
Yeah,
and we've seen
that's
enough.
We're
He's
done here.
got the Teferi emblem, just to really rub it in.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case your opponent doesn't scoop to it.
So
show
I
them.
know that we said that the mono red was what we were trying to avoid watching because not much magic would be going on, but it kind of feels like the blue-white control deck is also guilty to some extent of that as well.
There was a lot of magic played.
There was a lot of magic. There was a
Mostly
lot
by
of
Luke.
interaction. Every single spell that happened,
Mhm.
and then didn't happen.
Alex attempted to play magic a few times.
Yep.
So
Yeah, he
there was
didn't
at least
ask
that.
nicely enough. That's the problem. You have
Gotta
to
ask
say,
permission.
please, may I? That is permission indeed. So we have a multicoloured rare green something thing here.
I'm going to guess it's Golgari or Selesnya.
Yes,
we know
and
it's-
that's another question. Well done, you're up to 5.
We know it's not rare. Well, we know it's not mythic.
That's correct.
Night of Autumn.
No comment, Your Honour. Yes, it is a Night of Autumn green screening. Not too badly. So yes, this card pretty powerful.
I think that'll see standard play.
I think so. I think it's got enough answers on it. If you
It's
were,
certainly got a lot of.
if you're playing green and
options.
white and wanted to play a Reclamation Sage, you probably want to play this card instead. If you're playing green and white, so Reclamation Sage says destroy target artifact enchantment. It's a 2/2 for 3 mana. This is a 2/1 for 3 mana.
Reclamation Sage is a 2/1, isn't it? As well.
Okay, it's the same stats as a Reclamation Stage. But you can choose one. You can make it bigger. You can destroy target artifact enchantment. You can gain 4 life. It's very, very, very flexible.
Yeah.
I don't even think this is a sideboard card. I think this is a main deck card in Selesnya.
Yeah.
If
I
you
think
wanted to
so.
play Selesnya.
At the very worst, it's a 3 mana 4/3.
Yeah.
And a 3 mana 4/3 is.
Yeah,
nothing
it's
to
really
sneeze at.
good. We've seen a lot. We've seen some Steel Leaf Champions today, which is slightly bigger for 3 mana, but it requires you to have double green, triple green.
Yeah.
Should we open another one?
Go on then.
Go on then. We're enjoying
I know
this.
You're eager to open.
I am. I've got a fat pack today, and I'd like to open them. I thought we'd actually make some content out of it. Have a look at what we got. So, what have we got? Ooh. So we've got 2 cards here. We've got one foil, non-rare, that I thought might be interesting.
Let's do that one second.
Let's do that.
That'll be
And
more
I've got a
difficult.
rare as well.
Does your rare have a guild watermark?
Yes, my rare does have a guild watermark.
Does it cost less than 3 mana?
Yes, it costs less than 3 mana.
Steam Vents.
No. Yeah. 3 guesses so far.
Does it cost exactly 2 mana?
No, it does not cost exactly 2 mana.
Is it a land?
Yes, it's land.
Temple Garden, Overgrown Tomb,
No, no.
Watery Grave.
Yes. Watery Grave, quite a good card, this one. Yes, it's this card, Legacy playable.
Oh, Sacred Foundry, that's the other
Sacred
one.
Foundry.
That's the one I couldn't
Yeah, that's the
remember.
one you can remember. Right, we'll get back to the game. So we're seeing a lot of blue-white lands played over on
Yeah.
Luke's side. Some coming in to play tapped, and Alex there is busy playing on curve. I think we'll
Yeah.
probably see something on 3. It's a giant angel, 3/3 angel with lifelink.
I don't really know what Alex's curve looks like. I think he's playing a lot of 3s.
I think it might be a man of step.
Maybe.
I think he's got a couple of 2-drops in his deck, so he's definitely got the Knights of Grace.
Yeah, we've seen that card a lot today, more than I expected.
He's playing the thing that gets rid of the spirit that exiles their graveyard as well.
Yeah.
So cast out there, and he's going to counter it. Oh no, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Just play a post-combat
It's
Aurelia.
seal away, but yeah.
Seal away.
Ah, Phil's back.
Hello, Phil. How did the writing go? The Red White Angels. Yes, they
Yeah.
are scary. I agree.
And they're all foil as well, because it's Alex.
Yeah.
Luke has left the Aurelia in play, and Aurelia will give Vigilance.
Oh right. Yep.
So perhaps if he'd played her pre-combat, if he was playing Archangel would still be in play.
Yes.
But as it is, she herself is now immune to the seal away, because obviously she can target herself.
She's like
I'll just get
5/5
out for you.
vigilant trample. Yeah, so vigilance and trample, and a Huatli, I believe. Let's just check this one. This is a red-white Huatli.
We've got a reader. Luke reads it. We have to look it up.
Which one is it? Is it
This
the
is
Warrior
partly
Poet?
Warrior Poet.
Warrior Poet.
Oh well, it's not
counted
relevant because
anyway.
it's not counted.
I wonder
But
what
this is the
Warrior.
card.
What does Warrior Poet do, Rob? When it's actually in play? You
So-
gain life equals the greatest power among creatures you control. Seems good.
That's pretty terrible.
Well, he makes angels right now. Oh no, it doesn't. That's
No,
exiled.
it's sealed away. Shame.
Shame. Yes, it makes dinosaur tokens for trample.
Okay, for free actually. That's not bad.
Free, and it can minus X. Do X as you choose, divided as you choose amongst any number of creatures.
Luke won 2-0.
Luke 1,
which
2.
Luke?
Which Luke? We've got lots. Ash, which Luke?
Oh well.
It's not Luke Whitehead.
Oh yeah. 1-2-0.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So Whiteley got syncopated. Luke's busy doing nothing. Like really busy doing very little.
I think Whiteley Lock Warrior Poet just sits there and makes dinosaurs for the whole game.
In this matchup, yes, I think it probably does.
Yeah.
I
The other
think-
two abilities don't seem that relevant.
I
to
think
me.
he's playing it for the minus X in the
yeah.
X1 matchups.
Cool. So a Knight of Grace.
Bit late to the party, but it should be able to attack a couple of times.
Yep.
Did Aurelia attack? Luke's still on 12.
I would hope so.
She's got vigilance, so it's difficult to tell, but I thought Luke was on 12 before. Unless Alex saw something in Luke's hand.
A cast out has occurred.
Ixalan's Binding.
Oh, Ixalan's Binding.
Which is slightly better because it means he can't cast any more of them.
Why does that card have a watermark on it?
I believe it's a story spotlight card.
Oh, right, okay.
I can check that for you. In fact, I can tell you exactly why it's a story spotlight card. Oh no, I can't.
So it is a story spotlight card. So the flavour text on it. So Alex there playing another angel, Resplendent Angel.
Oh, did I not copy that?
And we're seeing
There
Luke
you go.
just pass the turn back. So here's the Ixalan's Binding. So Jace woke to the certainty that he was lost. So this is the Jace arriving on Ixalan card, I believe.
Good knowledge.
He turns up and goes, "Oh, where am I? All I know." He doesn't even know who he is.
That's the second one of those Ajanis we've seen today.
Oh, excellent.
It's not going to resolve. Syncopated
Syncopate
again.
for 2. Yes, countered, exiled. Yep,
Alex's dreams of walking the plains.
not
Gone.
allowed. Non-permissionado. He's going to attack though. Seems sensible. Oh, he takes some damage.
Yeah, down to 9, using his
to
life total as a resource.
Yep. I've got a foil here. Do you want to have a guess?
It's an uncommon.
No.
Oh dear. There's a lot of commons in this set.
So we also know it's not a rare or a mythic because I told him that already. So it's a common.
It's common. Does it have a guild watermark?
Yes, it does have a guild watermark.
Is it
Nope. Is it not?
Selesnya?
Nope.
Golgari?
Nope.
Boros?
Nope.
Oh god.
So we've decided that it's Dimir,
Yeah.
and Rob knows nothing about the Dimir cards in this set.
Does it surveil?
No, he does not surveil. Okay, that's some cards, certainly. Anticipating something into hand and two on the bottom. I assume he's going to put the land on the bottom.
Does it draw cards?
That's the question. No, it does not draw cards.
Can it attack?
What just happened?
We're alright, I think.
Cool. No, it cannot
These are
attack.
working really badly.
Rob brought to tears here by the blue-white
It's
control.
so beautiful. Is it the...
No, is it not? It's not, is it? We established this already.
It's a 3-mana artifact.
No, it's not a 3-mana artifact. And Teferi, excellent. What do we think he's going to do? Oh, he's going to tick it up and draw a card. Who'd have expected that?
And now he's going to represent Settle the Wreckage, and Alex can't win anymore. I love this game.
I love this game as well. Like this Azorius deck is exactly what I'd like to be doing if I was playing competitive standard. At F&M, I think that I might be upsetting some people. I can't imagine that Alex is very happy right now. So no, it can't attack. Have we recovered?
I think so.
Okay,
I think we're all good.
Excellent. Cool. So no, it can't attack this thing. It's Dimir, not is it? I don't know what's happening. Hopefully we're still streaming.
I think we're still streaming. I think it's struggling with something being plugged in and unplugged, and I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It might be a webcam that's outside that somebody's tripped over.
I hope we're still going. If not, press F in chat to pay respects.
It looks like we're still streaming.
Control player's favourite thing is indeed doing nothing. Yes. Is it legendary? No, it's not legendary. Yes, cool. We're still going then, I guess. Thanks, Phil. Oh, he's going to attack as well. He's risking it.
Dimir and it can't attack. Is it a guild gate?
No, it's not a guild gate. So it might have defender.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't have defender.
But it might do. But I asked if it could surveil, and the wall of...
Oh, right, it's a
thingy
surveil
can
thing, is it?
surveil.
So there we go. Yes, it is exiled. Goes in a pile somewhere.
And Alex is having the time of his life here. All of his angels are getting to attack.
Yeah, they are getting to attack, and he's getting those basic lands that he's got
Getting
so many
basic
of.
lands. He loves this.
He does. I can imagine the look on his face right now.
I've played Magic against Alex a lot, and he just enjoys this like nothing else.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? He's playing red now, so that means that he doesn't have duress. He doesn't have any of the other things. Doomfall, that's not legal anymore, is it?
He's probably trying to find Shall I?
Yeah.
Voice of Plenty, which I know he's playing in his deck because he would, because he doesn't like Settle the Wreckage.
So, Rob,
Yeah.
I'm going to help you. Here you go.
Okay.
You can have the book. And he's going to attack you. So he's got Lyra. Lyra's pretty good.
I asked if it's multicolored and got the answer no.
No, you haven't asked that question
Is it
yet.
multicolored?
Yes, it's multicolored.
I'm in the wrong section.
So we see a Chemist's Insight to draw 2. And he might straight away discard a card and flash it back and draw another 2. So 8 mana, draw 4. Do you know what I miss? And he's going to Settle a Wreckage. He found it. Excellent.
So, and has Alex had enough? No, he's just looking for.
He's getting a basic land out of his deck, putting it into play.
Looked like he had some other cards in his hand. I think that was the rest of his deck. So Luke's not in quite as strong a position as he was last game. He's got no Search for Ascanter, but all Alex has got is a Knight and a Remorseful Cleric. So it's difficult to see how he can win this game.
And another Lyra.
Another Lyra is a good start.
Yep. How are we doing? It's not legendary. Phil's asked that
You've
question.
ruled out all of the cards, Nick.
I've not ruled out all the cards. It can't attack. It's got a watermark on it,
And it's a common.
and it's common,
And it's not a 3-mana artifact.
and it's not a 3-mana artifact,
And it's Dimir.
and it's Dimir.
It's not a guild gate.
It's not a guild gate. I think one card probably exists. So there we go. He's played the Nova, I think it is, the Cleansing Nova.
Cleansing Nova, yeah. Destroy all creatures.
Or
probably
no,
not. Gonna
Probably
destroy
not.
all
Probably not
enchantments.
destroying all artifacts and enchantments. He's going to exile his graveyard. Did you give up, Rob? Oh, he's found it. Yes, the one card it could have been. Artful Takedown. What do you think of this card?
It's very good and limited.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be surprised if we saw it in Constructed, because 4 mana's it's competing with Vraska Contempt and
Yeah.
such, which can answer Planeswalkers.
Do you know what
and
that
gain
card
life.
looks like to me?
Agony Warp?
Fire Ice.
Yeah. It's a little better than Fire Ice, because you get to cast both halves, although Fire Ice only costs 2.
Fire Ice does only cost 2, but if I wanted to cast both halves, it would cost probably 4.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
No, but this does.
Because it's before they invented the fuse mechanic.
True,
So
true.
This can do both.
Yeah. It's quite good fun. It's a lot of mana though. I think this
Yeah.
card, you're right, it's very good and limited.
If only you were playing sealed with those boosters.
If only I was playing sealed with these boosters.
Instead of frivolously cracking them.
For content, Rob. Okay, so
Oh, that's a Nexus of Fate.
it's a Nexus of Fate.
Is this the part where Alex reaches over the table and punches his opponent in the face? Doesn't look like it.
So that's an end of turn Nexus of Fate. So that takes an additional turn after this one.
And then shuffles itself back in.
That's like saying untap 7 lands on a Time Walk. That's pretty obnoxious.
It certainly is. Only available in foil as a
Oh,
buy
yeah.
box promo.
So this card is worth rather a lot of money, I believe. And it's normally a 4-of in Turbo Fog. I can't imagine it's a 4-of in Blue-White Control. This is the other thing I wanted to play as my end game in my Blue-White Control deck.
Yeah.
Was Nexus of Fate. So it can't even be exiled from his graveyard because it replaces going to a graveyard. With Big Shot
The only way
into
you
a
can
deck.
exile it is with Syncopate, as far as I know.
And Alex doesn't look like he's playing.
I'd be very surprised, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Alex is just moving bits of card around, never really getting anywhere.
I can't imagine he's too happy right now. That's going back to his hand, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cryptic Command.
Bounce, draw a card, replay it,
Yeah.
and
Disdainful Stroke.
counted.
Or, oh no, he just lets it go.
He's obviously got the
Or
answer
does he?
for it in play. Okay, so we'll flip that round. Make some treasures.
I'm very confused about what he's down 4 mana for. There we go. Chemist is inside. Draw 2 cards. How many counters is Teferi on? That looks like a 9 to me.
That does look like a 9 to me as well.
And it's -9 to ultimate, isn't it?
Yes, possibly. Maybe it's -8. There we go, -8.
Yep. And that's the emblem. We're going to probably jumpstart the Chemist's Insight that's in the graveyard to exile a Lyra and a land.
Or just tap all the mana and Nexus of Fate.
Or just Nexus of Fate. Yeah. And the game is officially over now. There is no way Alex can win. So, 2-0.
That's harsh. But fair. I think that I don't know. I can't imagine a way out of this for Alex.
Banefire.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
But
Banefire gets it done.
That would rely on Alex getting getting another turn with at least 4 lands.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is going to happen because Luke is about to exile as many permanents as possible. And
A card goes to exile. My God.
It looks like Alex has just stopped moving his cards around.
Maybe Alex has walked away from the table.
Oh, no, there it is. Banefire off the
Banefire.
top. Oh,
No.
it's a history of That's not going to do anything.
So if I was Alex, I would have put Banefire in my
That's a negate.
negate. Can't
It's a
negate a
perfect
Banefire.
answer. You can target it.
You can target. Yeah, you can target Banefire with negate.
Joseph Kilty 1-2-1.
Cool. Thank you. Forgot to ask John what his result was.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So Luke is exiling all of Alex's red sources.
He moved that card with such grace.
Yeah. This is textbook Alex.
Yep. We don't need to see this game continue. No, there we go. Alex packs it up, says, I've seen enough.
I hope the top card Banefire.
Please flip that top card over. He's taking his opponents. There we go, that's not foil.
Yeah.
No, not going to see it. Was not Banefire. I don't think he had Banefire in
No,
this
I
deck.
don't think so either. But it is a good spell to put in your deck if you're expecting people to cast Settle or Wreckage against you.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we have it. So Luke wins 2-0.
Yeah.
We don't know the actual result of this tournament. So at the moment it's either Luke or Sam who's probably going to win it.
Yeah.
They were both on 3 points maximum. Fair enough.
Good. I'm glad we're.
I'm glad that we are enjoyable.
Yeah.
However, bear in mind that we've seen some really fun decks. So we've seen mono black zombies. We've seen rats, tribal rats with rat colony.
Yeah.
We've seen tribal elves, which looked amazing. We've seen what else have we seen? We've seen mono red aggro. We've seen
zombies.
zombies. We've seen knights twice.
Yeah.
We've seen Boros aggro, that looked really fun. There have been some fun decks. We're watching the top tables, so we're kind of expecting to see a lot of the powerful tier 1 decks at this point. Alex, we're really sorry. We were rooting for you all the way. We were really hoping that you drop Banefire off the top and deal in 4.
I've got Banefire in there.
You have
I was
got them in
thinking-
there?
Yeah, that was the only thing that I was thinking. I've never been so depressed in all my life.
Oh, we're sorry.
It did look like you were having fun, yeah.
You couldn't see my face, but like,
No, but we
I
could
was
see
like,
how you put your land into the graveyard when you destroyed
yeah,
it.
what a depressing deck.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's 4 Banefires now in my sideboard from now on.
Good,
And a
good.
splash of green for Carnage Tyrants.
Yes, I think that
And,
sounds good. Oh, you could play Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet's uncounterable, the new one.
That's true.
Let's just go 5 colour.
Uncounterable.
Mono uncounterable.
Mono uncounterables.
So anyway, in the spirit of good gamesmanship, I congratulated him on his win.
Ah,
But on the
brilliant.
inside, I cried.
We fully expected that you were absolutely loving life throughout most of that game.
It's a clever enough deck. It's very
Yeah.
reminiscent of the one that.
The old Elixir of
The one
Immortality deck,
Well, there was one at the. What was that?
the Grand Prix.
It was the Grand Prix, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Where that bloke just had Teferi was his only win condition.
Yeah.
Nexus of Fate and all this sort of stuff.
Counter,
Yeah,
counter,
Yeah.
and then move out. So anyway,
Oh,
That's my drink.
no worries. Alex, we're really sorry. Commiserations.
oh,
Yeah.
you still doing it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We're still
you're-
streaming. You're live on the internet.
I can't remember an answer. I'm not bitter really.
Yeah.
I don't think badly of me.
Do you
guys.
happen to know if Sam won his match?
Yeah. Do you know what the result for Sam was?
I'll go for it now.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you. Cheers. So a live look in there, an interview with our loser. I'm really sorry.
Who didn't know he was being streamed?
Didn't know he was being streamed, but we had a quick chat. So we're going to come back and announce some results in a bit.
Oh, shall we crack another pack?
Yeah, let's crack some more packs. We'll get the results in, and we'll see, try and see what's going on.
We need a little red light that says on air.
Yes, that would be good.
Someone 2-0.
Sam 1-2-0. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna see.
Cool. So,
So Sam has one FNM now.
oh yes, we've got a mythic and we've got a foil uncommon.
A mythic.
A mythic.
Is it legendary?
It is not legendary.
Um,
Smells good. We've talked about this card
Does it cost
on
X?
stream today. It does cost X, yes. We've
X
talked
green,
about
white, white.
X green, white, white.
Wow, that was a quick game.
It was.
I think it is this card.
It is indeed March of the Multitudes. So Convoke makes a bunch of 1/1s with lifelink. Pretty good. Pretty good in the Selesnya beatdown deck.
Although Alex did make a good point that if everybody's playing Ritual of Soot and Deafening Clarion and even Goblin Chainwhirler, cards like this are...
They effectively have haste though, because they come into play at instant speed.
Sure, it's sort of collateral damage because nobody's playing those cards to try and beat the March of the Multitudes. They're playing them to try and beat the red decks and the low to the ground knights and tribal decks. But
this card was hyped quite a lot at release and was quite a lot of money when it was spoiled.
yeah,
So I have an uncommon here,
a foil uncommon.
a foil uncommon. Says Rob.
Does it have an ability or is a card that can target a creature? Does it target a creature in any way?
Yes, I think so. Hang on.
Oh god, what could this possibly be?
Yes, the ability on it can target a creature.
Oh, it's black green.
No.
Oh.
It is not Golgari.
Is it gold?
Phil, yes, Sam is on. He's on mono red aggro.
Yeah.
We missed one of his wins because it was so fast. He won on turn 5.
Yeah, if you see us watching a mono black mirror,
And we're turning away, trying to search for a card.
yeah. If you see us watching a mono black mirror, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
Because it was that same round, but the mono black mirror finished one game, and Sam's match was over.
We watched 4 games of Magic.
Yeah.
We watched 2 games where Sam won, and then we watched 2 games of the mono black mirror, which went on for longer than probably the mono red game went on in its entirety.
Yeah.
Cool. So, sorry, you were saying?
Well,
Yes, the ability on it can target a creature. No, it is not Golgari.
is it gold? I think I said.
Is it gold? Yes, it is a gold card. It is more than one colour of mana. Yes, try not to blink. Because we did, and we missed an entire turn where Sam just killed his opponent from like 9 or something.
Yeah. That mono red deck is impressive when it
Yeah,
works.
really, really good.
A gold uncommon that is not Golgari.
Yeah.
Is it Boros?
It is not Boros.
Is it a guild mage of some kind?
No, it is not a guild mage of some kind.
And it has an ability that can target a creature.
Exciting times.
Is it a non-creature permanent?
It is not a non. It is a creature.
Okay. Creature that can target a creature. It's not Golgari. It's not. Is it? Is it? And it's not.
It is it?
Oh, it is. Is it?
It is.
Oh yeah, I
is
said
it?
the other. Two of the other
You
ones.
asked, is it Boros and is it
Yeah.
Golgari? And I went, it is not.
Okay. So is it targets a creature? It's gold. I should be able to get
Its
this
ability
now.
can. Yes, okay. Cool. Do you want the book?
No,
It's
I'm
uncommon.
not going to the book.
It's uncommon.
Does it? Does it cost more than 4 mana?
Nope. Costs less than 4 mana, or equal to.
You said yes, its ability can target a creature in a way that implied that it wouldn't usually.
Yes, it took a while to read, but
Okay.
I believe it can target a creature. You might dispute that. We shall
Okay.
see.
Now I'm very confused.
Okay. Have a guess about some stats on the creature. That might help.
3/3.
No.
Has it got less power than 3?
Yes.
1/1.
Nope.
1/2.
Nope. I've lost count of how many questions we've asked. Not
Yeah,
20
so
yet.
have I.
I reckon 10 so far.
Has it got square stats?
Yes, it does have square stats. 111.
As in the power and toughness are equal.
Yes. The
So
power and toughness
it's
are
not a
equal.
1/1. It's smaller than a 3/3.
Yes.
So it's a 2/2.
Yes, that's correct. 12.
That's not a question.
Hey, what?
I'm just saying it.
Cheats.
Is it 2/2 and it's not a guild mage of any kind?
That's
'Cause
correct.
The guild mage, if it is, it draws cards and
Yep.
copies spells.
Yep.
And because you told me that. It can't be Goblin Electromancer.
Nope.
Which I think is a common anyway.
Could be.
It is a 2/2.
I don't think this card is on your radar.
Okay. And it costs less than or equal to 4 mana.
Yes.
Does it cost 1 red blue?
Nope. It does not cost 1 red blue. It is not We Dragonauts.
2 red blue.
Nope. And we know it costs less than 4.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a red blue card that costs 1 or 2 mana. And I think we're at 15.
It could be hybrid, I suppose.
It could, but I don't think there are any hybrid cards that cost a single mana in this set.
No, apart from the split cards, which are
Yeah.
not what we're looking for.
Because it's a creature.
2 mana 2/2 for red blue that can target creatures.
Yeah. It took me a while to read. It was difficult. I think the effect on it can target creatures.
Okay, I have no idea. I'm going to the book.
You can tell me as a level 1 judge whether or not the effect on it can target creatures, because it confused me, but it definitely says
Well, it's
target
definitely
creature.
Beam Splitter Mage.
It is
'cause
definitely
it reads
Beam
like a novel.
It is Beam Splitter Mage. Let's have a look for this card. Beam. How do I do this?
Copy image address.
Copy image address, and then
Paste down there.
right click,
Paste and go.
paste and go. There we go. So this is Beam Splitter Mage. It has a lot of words written on it.
Yeah.
So
It has a triggered ability that triggers whenever you cast a spell, an instant or sorcery, that targets it and no other creatures.
Yep.
And if you control other creatures, that spell could target.
Yep.
You copy the spell and it targets the creature that you chose.
But yeah. So this effect does target a creature.
Technically, no. Technically, you choose a creature that the spell could target, and it
This is why I was
and it
confused, Rob.
makes the creature become a target of the
I
spell.
shouldn't be a level 1 judge. Does that fulfil the requirements, the 20 questions, roughly 20 questions we asked?
Probably.
Probably.
I definitely wouldn't have got that even if I asked.
No,
100
no,
questions.
which is why I said it wasn't on your radar. So we'll go for another one, because we've got a minute left on the round.
You could show the stream if you want. I'll look away.
Okay, cool. So this is
'Cause they-
card.
they
Look
should know.
away. Okay, cool. So, a card.
Yeah, it's a rare or mythic.
It is a rare or mythic. It is a rare.
Okay,
I'll
it's
give
a
you
rare.
that one for free.
Thanks. Let's start with. Is it legendary?
No.
Does it tap for 1 mana of any colour?
No.
Damn.
That was rapid and very specific. You might have well
I had
just said,
an
"Is
idea."
it this?"
Yeah. Is it a permanent?
It is permanent, yes.
Does it have any keyword abilities?
No, it has no keyword abilities.
Is it an enchantment?
No, it's not an enchantment.
I'm going to go and call time on the round.
Good shout. Thank you. Don't look at the screen while you're out there. If he asks... There we go. If he asks, is it, or is it Golgari? I might have to say yes. Because this card is all guilds. It has no guild watermark though. We shall see. So, Chamber Sentry. Yeah, this card, quite good. It's the alternative to playing with Walking Blister. So, Walking Blister was... What? Nothing. I was not talking to anyone about this card. And we're swapped.
Let me just...
How's it going? Are we...
The screen on the shop floor was not working because we had that
right.
technical glitch.
Yes, okay. So do we have any more results?
One match is still going. It's this bottom one. We don't have the others, but we'll get it.
Okay,
We'll get
cool.
them.
Awesome. So you've got some more questions.
Yeah.
Not an enchantment.
It doesn't tap for any colour of
any
mana.
colour of mana. It's not legendary.
Don't know if I asked that one.
You did ask that one.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, I did.
And it's a rare, not
And
a
it's
mythic.
permanent.
And it's permanent.
It doesn't have any keyword abilities.
Nope.
Does it have a modal ability?
As in choose one.
Yeah.
No, it has no modal ability.
Okay. Is it gold?
Nope.
Does it put cards into a graveyard from a library?
Nope. You can see the cogs whirring in his head. The steam coming out of his green, so you can't see it on the green screen. But trust me, it's there. Your thinking face is amazing, Rob.
Is it coloured?
Is it coloured? By what standard do you mean coloured?
Is it a colourless permanent?
Yes, it is a colourless permanent.
It is a colourless permanent. So it is presumably an artifact. Oh, is it the one that gets counters equal to the number of colours you use to cast
Yeah,
it?
so it should have a keyword ability on it, really, shouldn't it? It should have Sunburst.
Yeah, it should have Sunburst, which is technically an ability word and not a keyword ability.
I'm sorry.
I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
It's
The book's right there.
yeah.
You've got the card.
I'll just find it on here.
Oh, no.
Oh
Have you spelled artifact right? Is it spelled artifact?
no, I have spelled it right. I think Guilds of Ravnica is wrong. I don't think it is GOR.
Yeah, it's GRN.
Yeah. Chamber Sentry, that's the one.
Chamber Sentry is indeed the card.
Rob wins 2-1.
Rob wins
Okay, do
2-1.
we have results for John and Ben?
John, Ben, what was your score?
2-0 to Ben.
2-0 to Ben.
And Camille and Michael Doyle's.
Michael won 2-0 because Camille dropped.
Ah, okay.
Cool, so we have some results. Let's put the standings up on the big
Did I
screen.
win?
The big screen's not showing the standings. John needs to do something with that. John,
Is it showing it now?
does it? Is it working? Is it showing it? How do you know that shit?
Okay, so that's going to do it for FNM.
That is going to do it for FNM.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much. Sorry, you're seeing my t-shirt. Thank you very much for watching. We're going to hand out some prizes now. These are the results, so congratulations to everyone.
They don't get to see those.
All right, okay. Well, we've got some results up on the screen.
Yeah.
Should we put the results on this screen as well? Is that doable?
It is doable, but I don't know if we want to show that on stream.
Cool.
We haven't done it in the past.
So, okay, that's fine. So our winner, spoilers, is Sam Points again.
Yeah.
Luke McKean comes second, Justin third, and Sam Cook comes fourth. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I've been Nick, he's been Rob. We've been Weekend Warlords. Pop on down, we're in Loughborough.
Yeah.
Go on
Follow
our
us
website,
on Twitch,
follow
subscribe on Twitch.
subscribe on Twitter,
Subscribe on YouTube.
Instagram,
Do all the stuff.
all these things.
All
Also,
the internet business.
Bebo.
Do that. You're from the. That just shows your age.
Thanks, MySpace. Don't forget MySpace.
Right, we're stopping it. Thank you very
ICQ.
much.
I think there's a number